Toward pain-free. 303-367-2225. That's 303-367-BACK. Or as always, you can find them online at spine1.com.
Kohl's Friends and Family Sale is so good, you'll want to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Yep, the only thing you're picking up is deals. Now through Sunday, take an extra 20% off all your fall favorites. From soft throws to slow cookers, warm flannels to cozy cardigans. Plus, earn $10 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. So go ahead, let those notifications wait, because these prices won't. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 5th. See store or kohls.com for details.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Chest puffing.
I'm tougher than Mark.
Occasional pettiness.
Your disappointment makes me happy.
And fearless leadership.
30 seconds left. Just get us in field goal range. Come on, kid, now. Execute.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, here it is. This is the day. This is the night. The Broncos season officially starts and turns around. Mark this date, this Monday, September 29th, as the day, the night, the Broncos season turned around. Huh? What do you think,
Jinx?
What do you think, Stoke? Will we look back on it as the night that the Broncos season, their fortunes changed?
Well, I sure hope so. I think it's a really important game. I think it's a game where if you lose it, you're probably, in not mathematically, but probably not going to be a playoff team. I think it's that important. I mean, you got Philly next week on the road. If you don't win at home against Jake Browning, how are you going to go on the road to beat Philly? So you're staring at 1-4. And you haven't even played the Chiefs. By the way, did anybody see the Chiefs yesterday? I'd be careful on, thinking they were done. So they showed back up out of nowhere. I think
was a real downer.
It was a real downer. It's just a huge game for the rest of the season. Not even thinking about the division, but just if you look at getting into the playoffs and being in the playoff mix in December. Big game at home against a backup quarterback. You need to go out. You've lost 2 in a row. You need to go out there and take care of business.
Yep, losing 2 in a row, 2 gut punch losses. You're on the big stage. You're on Monday Night Football. You'll be the game that once that Dolphin Jets snooze fest is over, the country will be tuning in to watch this one. So you want to put on a good show. Nick Bonito believes this Broncos team is made of the right stuff.
I honestly do think we have the guys in this locker room, man. I mean, even last year, we didn't experience winning, and I think it goes back to during camp what Bo was saying. There's teams that are just wanting to be in games and just wanting to win those games and be close in those games where we got to come out and be the team that wants to dominate every time we step on the field. So we're slowly trying to get into that mentality, and I feel like we're progressing towards that way.
All right. Tonight, show us what you got.
Yeah. Need to go out there, and I'm excited for it to see what it looks like. You've had 2 tough losses. You've had a long time to wait. It feels like they haven't played in forever, right? And 2 walk-off losses. So how do you respond to it? I'm not worried about them not being able to handle a couple losses, not being able to handle adversity. We saw them handle it well last year. But it's just I'm more worried about them, especially offensively and defensively, just executing. Defense, we've seen too many blown assignments. just guys wide open in the flat or whatever the case may be. And offensively, they just no consistency at all. So I'm just worried about them being able to go out there and execute at a high enough level to put this thing away.
So it was a busy sports weekend, Bronco free through the weekend. How'd you spend your Broncos free weekend?
Oh, wow. Watched a lot of football. So it didn't really change much for me. Saturday, watched a ton of football and the Ryder Cup. It was great. A lot of great games on all day Saturday. Finished with the CU mess. And then Sunday, just kind of freed me up just to watch any games I wanted and not really have to say, okay, 2 o'clock's here, got to tune into the Broncos. So that was nice. Every now and then it's nice the Broncos play on a different day than everyone else. How about you?
Great weekend up in Fort Collins. Went to see our son.
Yes.
Son Brady, who we had not seen since we moved him in the middle of August. So
that's what you wanted.
A little over a month. It was. You
made that clear.
He don't try coming home. Don't give me any of this I'm homesick stuff. You battle through. No, he's doing great. We had a great weekend with him. Mama was very happy to see him. We camped. We brought our camper and camped on Horsetooth Reservoir.
I've been there once.
It was awesome. Loved it.
First time?
First time on Horsetooth, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were right on, we were technically on the lake, but the lake is, at this time of year, very low, so we weren't on the water, but we had a great view of the water, and heck of a lot cheaper than overpaying for some hotel that they gouge you on when you go up there for any kind of football parents weekend type thing.
I like going to. I enjoyed it when I went to one time. Get out on the lake.
Oh yeah,
with a boat.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. And the camping thing though, it didn't work out too well for me.
We loved it. We love it. We love camping. But went to the game on Saturday, and all I can say is Jay Norvell, man. Wow, his seat is scorching hot right now. That's there's no way to sugarcoat it. That's just a bad football team.
Yeah, that was a bummer being a favorite at home and then just only putting up 3 points. And it's not a good start.
Did the tailgating thing, that was awesome, but back home yesterday.
Shotgun against any college kids. Did any college kids call you out? I mean, give the people what they want. Did anybody try to take on Mike Evans?
One did.
And
we went. We battled to a draw.
It
was a draw.
You Packers Cowboys?
Yeah, that's right. It was as thrilling as 40-40. It was a tie.
All right.
I got off to I had to catch up quickly. Well, I won't go into all the details.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go.
But you had to come back for a tie.
I had to come back for a tie.
All right, good job. You kept the belt.
Had a great time. I'm like the Ryder Cup. I had enough points to retain the cup. I started out watching football because I figured the Ryder Cup was going to be a blowout, but then, the U.S. mounted a comeback. Started to get a little interesting, so I ended up watching mostly golf for the remainder of the afternoon. I loved it. It was great, and almost a major controversy for the Ryder Cup because as the defending champion, Europe only had to get to 14 points to retain the cup. So if it ended up in a 14-14 tie, Europe gets the cup. But Europe desperately needed to get that extra half point to get to 14.5 to win it outright. Because had it ended up in a 14-14 tie, the controversy, because golfer Victor Hovland of the European team withdrew yesterday morning with a stiff neck. And by some weird, archaic, what are we doing rule that if somebody has to withdraw because of an injury, the teams split a point. So Europe was given a free half point
for not competing.
Yeah,
that's not right.
How dumb is that?
That's the worst rule ever. In sports, you don't get rewarded for not being able to perform. You have to show up and compete, or you don't win anything. And so what stops them from saying, okay, well, Victor, that neck's really sore, huh? I mean, at that point, a half a point for them is a win.
Right.
Because they're blowing us out.
Right.
So if they could get a half a point, it's a win for them. So a ridiculous rule. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. I was shocked. That has to change. If you don't compete, you don't win anything. Plain and simple. End of story.
Coming up, what will be the key to the Broncos getting their offense on track? And Dion Sanders, tisk, 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 so disappointed in his players. Not even mad, disappointed, as you'll hear next.
Will Bo Nix get back on track against the Bengals? Will Nick Benito shine bright again in primetime? Zach Bai and Philip Lindsay will break it all down in a special Monday night edition of the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station, presented by Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
I had a really good tailgate party going on at CSU over the weekend, and you know, it included my Daisy Dips, which were a huge favorite with everyone that was there. The chips, the veggies. I mean, we're talking about Daisy Dips, French onion and ranch, made with only the best ingredients, herbs and spices, other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen, because it's Daisy. They've been in business for over a century. Of course they do it right. No one better when it comes to making your football spread a hit. As you already look ahead to next weekend, look for Daisy French Onion and Daisy Ranch Dips at a grocery store near you.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
What is happening, fellas? Stoke here for family-owned Embers Living, a retail company based right here in Denver. Football season is in full swing, and we got one tonight. I can't wait. Now, if you want to win the tailgate this year, just be the king of your block, my friends at Ember Living have you covered. They're top-of-the-line Yoder pellet smokers. They have them in stock right now. These are hard to find. You can't just find them anywhere. So go check out Embers Living and go get you one of those Yoder pellet smokers. Forget your neighbor's burnt burgers. You're bringing the flavor this season. Head to Embers Living today and gear up with the best. Whether you're rooting for your favorite college team or watching the pros on Sunday, they've got the perfect smoker to match your grilling game. From standalone grills to built-in setups, pizza ovens, and so much more. Embers Living is your one-stop shop for the ultimate outdoor cooking experience. And don't forget, winter's right around the corner. If you need to upgrade that fireplace, they got you covered there also. So go visit my friends at embersliving.com today and make your tailgate the envy of the neighborhood. That's embersliving.com. Embers Living, where your perfect tailgate begins.
Injured in an accident? Call Postman Law. Our attorneys have recovered over $3 billion for clients, fighting and winning nationwide. Others promise, Postman delivers. Call 844-POSTMAN now for your free consultation. That's 844-POSTMAN.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name. and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course, and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kinda like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, well, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected, no matter what. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Marketing can feel overwhelming. Where to start? What works? What doesn't? That's where your marketing experts at DenverSports come in. Audio, video, online marketing, and we know how to cut through the noise so your customers finally hear your story. You don't have to waste time guessing or spinning your wheels. We'll guide you with a proven plan that turns your marketing into growth. Let us handle the hard part. You do the easy part. Head over to DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us and start growing your business today.
Golf season is still in full swing with Aurora Golf. What's up, guys? It's Zach By here, and fall golf is one of the best times of year to play. The cooler temperatures, lush courses, and Rocky Mountain views are all reasons to keep teeing it up. For more info and to book a tee time, visit golfaurora.com.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins the drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High five, Fama Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane. Okay. Yours was, get off my plane.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, Broncos country, we got a big one coming up tonight. Broncos need to get things going. Enough with just kind of feeling things out at the start of the season. It is time to go, and what better stage than at home, Monday Night Football. Beautiful weather. Let's go. How we feeling? Let us know. RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043. And we're all going to be watching, do the Broncos not only put themselves in a position to win, but this time finish off their opponent in the fourth quarter. Adam Troutman, you were one of the people that were responsible for blowing a close game last week. What's the key tonight?
Better together for longer than your opponent, and we haven't done that because we haven't been able to finish. So really it's just come down to finishing. Focus is a big thing. I have the offsides at the end. You want to say it is or not, it doesn't matter. I need to check with the ref to make sure I'm on. Little stuff like that. You just kind of things that might seep through. So, it's just finishing games, and that takes a lot of focus because it's a long-ass game, and it's physical, and it's violent, and you're tired, and whatever the case is. So that's what it takes, and it takes all 11.
Yeah, he went on to say that if you go back and look at the Broncos film, it's pretty much on every play that they mess up. 10 guys are doing it right. One guy makes a mistake. And then the next play, that guy gets his job done right, but somebody else, the one out of the 11, makes a mistake. And it's just that inconsistency that has plagued them through the first few weeks.
Yeah, you all got to be on the same page. You all got to do your job, and that's kind of what it's been, Mike. One or two guys every other play making some some type of crucial mistake. You just can't have that if you want to be a good offense, and if you want, especially when you're trying to close out football games. It's not going to always be perfect, but you got to clean that stuff up, especially when you're playing good football teams. Hopefully, we see it tonight where they can play more complementary football. They can play more consistent football on both sides of the ball. Defensively, it's been 2 out of the 3 games have been really good for the most part, but there's moments there that they just don't finish. They got to close things out, and they hadn't been able to do that the last couple weeks. And you can't leave guys. You can't just blow coverages where we just look up and the running back going into the flats just wide open. I mean, that stuff just can't happen in the NFL.
Well, we'll see if they can finish them off early. And quite frankly, I mean, this should not be a game that you're having to sweat out.
Yeah, but I
in the
don't like that, Mike. That's kind of been your tone all week, and it's just like, I mean, I'm with you, but man, did you look up and you just watched football yesterday?
I know,
right? And you watch, and I'm watching the Bills and the Saints, and I'm like, what Buffalo fan thought that would be a close game? You look up there, and I think there's 7 minutes left, and the Saints were at the 15-yard line with a wide-open receiver, and Spencer Rattler just missed him to take the lead.
Here's the difference there, though. Buffalo is already 3-0. I mean, they were probably due for a letdown from the standpoint that they're 3-0, they're at home, they're comfortable, and they know they're going to beat the Saints, and they figure they can flip the switch, and that's what happened. Broncos are a 7.5-point favorite. Okay, so the wise guys think the Broncos are a pretty handy favorite. They're one of the bigger favorites of the week, and here's the difference: they're hungry. They have to be hungry. They better be hungry. Having started out 1-2 and losing the last 2 weeks, I mean, this has got to be a team that is absolutely, full lather, loaded, ready to roll at the start of this game. And, with the idea that not only go out and win, but really kind of, take out some of the frustration of the last couple of weeks. Take it out on a Cincinnati team that is not a good defensive team and is starting to back up quarterback. So no excuses, man.
Well,
take advantage of it.
Just because you're hungry doesn't mean you're going to go out there and play good football. You know that, right? It doesn't work that way, and that's what I'm concerned with. Yeah, they're hungry. You don't think Cincy's hungry? A lot of teams are hungry. A lot of teams want to win. I mean, but you got to go out there and execute. This team, especially offensively, just hasn't executed well through 3 weeks. They've just been off. It's been missed assignments, been dropped passes. Bo is off with his receiver or tight end. It's been one thing after another offensively. So, but being hungry doesn't correct those mistakes. You follow me? So I hope they're hungry. I hope they're really motivated and upset.
When I say hungry, I see hungry with what I anticipate will be a much sharper level of focus.
Well, until I see it.
I know.
Until I see it, you can be focused, you can be hungry, you can be motivated, but that doesn't mean that you're going to go out there and execute better. I mean, we got to get on the same page. We got to block better up front. I'm seeing Miners get whipped. I mean, so does that mean he's going to all of a sudden, play better, or Traubman's going to play better, or, Bo and Kroll are going to be on the same page? Now, I hope it does. But I'm still very concerned about that. I can't ignore 3 weeks of bad offensive football.
Meanwhile, college football over the weekend.
You don't believe?
I think the legion of non-believers when it comes to Dion and his program are growing. A lot of non-believers after they blew an early 14-0 lead and absolutely just fell apart offensively in the fourth quarter. They end up losing at home to BYU, and afterwards, Dion Sanders, disappointed in his football team.
And sometimes it felt like the moment was just too big for some of our athletes. And they got to do something about that. At halftime, we challenge certain positions to go out there and up their game, challenge their opponents. We didn't get that. We got the same thing that we had in the first half. We got to do better as a staff, as a team, and I got to do better.
Stoke, this thing is quickly going off the rails. They're sitting here at 2-3. Their next 3 games are against TCU, Iowa State, and Utah. So that's 2-6. The most I could possibly see is 5 wins. And if they fail to make a bowl game, does Dion just say, you know what, I don't need this anymore, and go back to his fishing hole there in Texas?
I don't think so. But this thing is going south quickly. And, for a team that he said he felt was better than last year's team, more complete than last year's team, you can't get up 14-0 and score, a couple quick touchdowns and 7 more points the rest of the game. I don't know. Offensively, it's just not even close to being good enough. So you ask yourself about the hiring of Pat
Shermer.
Forgot the last name.
How could you forget Pat?
Yeah, and how that's affected this program, and what's the lack of offense over the last couple years, the lack of being able to run the football. Is that going to be the downfall? Is this going to be it for Dion? I hope not. I mean, I hope not. But yeah, he's probably going to be a 4 or 5 win football team.
Coming up, is this set up to be a get-right game for the Broncos offense? And the Rockies just finished their worst season in franchise history. What do you think Dick Montfort's going to do about it? That's next.
Will Vance Joseph's defense take advantage of a backup quarterback? Will Sean Payton find a rhythm on offense? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What is happening, fellas? Stoke here for my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. And they got a couple great auctions that are open for bidding right now that are ending this week. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free. It's easy. It's open to the public. The best part about it is you're going to get some great deals on great items. That's what I love about Roller Auction. Got a custom cabinetry and casework auction that will be ending tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. 355 items in this one. Really cool auction. Some big boy tools in this one. Routers, edge banders. Also got a couple box trucks, pickup trucks, forklifts, so much inventory, miscellaneous woodworking equipment, and so much more. Ending tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then on Thursday, ending at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with over 300 items in it. A Larkspur outlet auction will be ending. It's what I love about Roller Auction is they're always updating and adding new auctions every single week. Go see it all and get yourself one of those great deals at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
I'm Dr. Joel Cherdak with Denver Regenerative Medicine. If you're ready to lose weight safely and effectively, we prescribe real GLP-1 medications at standard dosages from licensed U.S. pharmacies, not half-strength drugs from unknown or online sources. Your care is managed by a real medical doctor at a real clinic with telemedicine available. And right now, we're offering a free consultation to help you get started. See real results for under $300 a month. Schedule your free consult today at denverregen.com. That's denverregen.com.
Oh, it was so evident this weekend. Signs all around us. I was up at beautiful Horsetooth Reservoir. Fall is in the air, and good time to get your home prep for cooler temperatures and take care of those plumbing to-dos with my friends at Copperhead Plumbing. Reliable hot water, such a must. Repairs, maintenance, or if it's time for a new water heater, trust Copperhead Plumbing. They are hot water heater specialists. Highly recommend a tankless model if you're in the market for a new water heater. Made the switch a couple of years ago. Unlimited hot water on command, takes up less space, more energy efficient. I love it. Speaking of water, protect your home from unexpected and costly water damage. Have Copperhead Plumbing install the Moen Flow Smart Water Shutoff System. It monitors your entire home's water usage in real time right from your phone. Again, away this weekend, had that peace of mind that everything was cool at home. Copperhead Plumbing, they've been reliably serving Colorado since 2007. They're local, licensed, and focused on quality work done right the first time. So whether it's commercial or residential, emergency services, or routine maintenance, give them a call. 303-552-3491 and at CopperheadPlumbingInc.com. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
A lot of personal injury lawyers make claims about how good they are. But how do you know who's the best? Who will fight to get you the money you deserve? At Berg Simpson, we don't rely on simple claims like other firms. We have 27 best lawyers in America, 17 super lawyers, and we're one of the National Trial Lawyers' top 25 most influential law firms. Compare us to other firms, then call Berg Simpson.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Hey, it's Zach. Winter's coming. Don't wait. Order windows or siding from 5280 Exteriors before the snow flies. 15-year low-interest financing with no prepayment penalty. Call now for your free quote and see how low your payment can go. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 720-405-3300. That's 720-405-3300.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states, as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Is your office cleaning letting you down? Pike Janitorial beats your current cleaning price by 10% and delivers spotless results every time. Environmentally friendly, thorough, and reliable. Visit denver-janitorial.com for your free quote today. Pike Janitorial. Clean you can count on.
Bonnie from O'Meara Ford has convinced me they really want to earn your business. So, talk to me, Bonnie.
Well, O'Meara has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from. Plus, we have the largest service center in the region with 84 service bays. And we've sold 1 million vehicles since 1913. Our friendly staff will treat you right. And when it comes to repairs, our knowledgeable technicians do it right the first time.
There it is. O'Meara saves you time and money, whether you buy new or used. O'MearaFord.com.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Music history.
I've now baptized you in the glory of Led Zeppelin.
Brutal honesty.
Today's just been a bad day for you, Mike. I don't know how else to put it.
And some questionable taste.
I do not heat up leftovers.
Oh, my
I only eat
God.
leftovers cold.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Huge game tonight for this Broncos season. Win and you ease some of the concerns over what you've watched the last couple of weeks. You're back to 2-2, and suddenly, especially with the Chargers losing to the Giants, the G-Men, the Jackson Dart-led, not Russell Wilson-led G-Men.
Chargers are in trouble. They got a ton of injuries.
Another injury, big one.
On the offensive line, yeah. You know, they lost their left tackle, Slater, for the year in training camp. Then the first-round pick from a year ago, Alt from Notre Dame, he got hurt early in that game, and I think they lost a guard or something like that. So, you know, all of a sudden, Justin Herbert's getting hit a ton. They look like a different football team. So, you know, that is not what you want to see, but that's good news for the Broncos.
Yeah, suddenly the AFC West looks like it's definitely back in play, and you put yourself right back in the middle of it if you win tonight. Stoke, it's about the offense. It's about getting this offense going. I know we've had some issues with the defense, but let's face it, it's the offense that has to really pick up their side of the ball. Adam Troutman on where the Broncos offense has been breaking down the last couple of weeks.
I think it is. A lot of it is self-inflicted, but a lot of it is when you go back and watch the film, it's like, 10 guys were right, one guy was wrong, and then it's like the next play it's someone else, and the next play it's someone else. So that's why football's the ultimate team sport. You need all 11 working at one time, and unfortunately, specifically last game, that wasn't the case. It was just one guy here, one guy there. So it is self-inflicted, I believe.
All right, Stoke, a little fill-in-the-blank game here. The Broncos' offense will get going tonight if fill-in-the-blank.
I'm going to start with the running game. If they establish the run and commit to the run. So I think the running game so far with Dobbins and Harvey's been a little bit underwhelming. We've seen we've seen it produce in certain moments, but it hasn't been consistent enough for me. So hopefully we can get that going. Now, you know, we talked a lot about last week, and Sean talked a lot about it. You want to stay on schedule. You want to stay ahead of the chains, not put yourself in long third downs, which they had too many of them last week. You want to stop going 3 and out. Well, you win first and second down. Well, start running the ball. Well, you know, instead of getting 2 yards, you're getting 4 or 5 yards. So run the ball better.
All I heard this week was we got to be better on first and second down. That, you know, we've been facing way too many third and longs behind the chains. So what they do on first and second, and more specifically for me, is what does the play calling look like on first and second? I said this on Friday. I want to repeat it again here. I think this needs to be the Evan Ingram game. I think this needs to be Evan Ingram's welcome to Denver, you know, big on-the-stage moment. Because think about it. Everything about Evan Ingram, when he was signed, it was a big deal. It was well received. We were really excited about getting a guy like Evan Ingram, a legitimate, proven pass-catching tight end. Sean Payton then came out and further endorsed the move by saying this is our joker for this year. And so far this season, he's been inconsistent. He's been banged up. He went through full practices last week. He should be full go tonight. You know, you talk about getting an offense in a rhythm. You talk about getting your young quarterback into a nice rhythm. You always talk about getting some of those easy completions early on to get your quarterback, get your offense into a rhythm. Who better to do that and have his breakout game at the same time than Evan Ingram?
I like it. He missed last game, and, you know, going through practice this week, it should be fresh. We just haven't seen him highlighted at all, really. You know, where you call some plays specific, get the ball in his hands, you know. I don't care, a little bubble screen, something, you know, quick, easy, get him in the rhythm flow of the football game. But, yeah, it's been underwhelming so far. Now, it's only been 2 games, and so it's I'm not going to overreact to that, but I thought he might be targeted a little bit more in the passing game. So I like that one, though. That would definitely help Bo out and this offense out.
Well, folks, remember way back in spring when Brandon Stokley was telling us all that get on the train, everybody, because it's leaving the station. It's
Chugga.
It's the Rockies train to the golden age.
How'd that work out?
Well, it ended up being the worst season in Rockies history.
Unbelievable.
Rockies with a tragic loss.
Stoke would like that one back. They ended up losing 119 games, easily the worst record in baseball, worst season in Rockies franchise history. They set a major league record for run differential as they were outscored by 424 runs. 424. The next closest team was the Washington Nationals at minus 212. They doubled that.
Doubled it.
All right. So that leads to the huge question. All right. Here you go. What do you think your guy Dick Monfort will do about it?
I mean, there's
massive changes or status quo?
No, there's got to be massive changes. Got to be. I mean, this is as low as you can go. I'm a little bit disappointed in them. They didn't get to 120 losses.
I know.
They instead of going 1-9 over the last 10 games, they went 2-8. I mean, 120 is so much better than 119.
Those plucky overachievers.
Unbelievable. I mean, if you're going to be bad, let's just make it historically bad. But you got to make wholesale changes, Mike. This has got to be the wake-up call. This has got to be it. I mean, if not, I am so done. I mean, because, look.
You're done with your guy, Dick?
It was, well, I say that now because I'm hurt. But it was so bad. You want me to believe in this team? You want me to be optimistic for anything moving forward? If you just say, hey, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep the same manager, same GM. We're just going to roll it back out again and hope that something changes? I mean, nothing's going to change, Mike. So if you do that, now I got to be out. How do you feel?
They will do nothing.
Ah, come on, Mike.
Status quo. Schaefer,
Really?
the interim manager, you watch. He'll be named full-time. Why? Because he's a good guy. He's loyal. Good company man. Likable. I'm telling you.
There's just no way.
And I'll tell you the other thing. The other reason, too, this one isn't talked about as much, but we are barreling towards a lockout after next season. After next season, we're headed for a lockout in baseball. And guess who is going to be up front leading the Army for the small to mid-market teams when it comes to pursuing a lockout? Dick Monfort. Dick Monfort is, believe it or not, I know this might make some people laugh, Dick Monfort is a hero among the small to mid-market owners. I'm telling you, he is. So if the feeling is that we may not have baseball for a chunk or all of what, the 2027 season, then where's the incentive for Dick Monfort to go out and make massive changes and spend lots of money and completely strip down the model? Status quo over there at Stan, Pat, and Blake.
I don't care.
I promise
you don't have to spend a lot of money. You just have to do something different. Just lie to me. I really don't care.
Just lie to me.
You can hire anyone you want. You can hire anyone you want, but you got to hire someone new.
All right.
Things have to change. You said lockout not this next year, but the following year?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That'll be interesting to see. But a bunch of stuff has to change. You could just be, moving deck chairs on the Titanic.
Right.
I really don't care, but I can't look at the same manager and I can't look at the same general manager.
Well,
just can't. It just can't happen after that bad of a season.
It
was that bad, Mike. Mike, look at 119 losses. This wasn't just like a season where you went out and you lost 85, 90 games. 99 games, 100 games. You lost 119. Minus 424 run differential. That's as bad as it's ever been. It's never been this bad. Never, ever.
I will be stunned if we have a new GM-manager combo.
Oh, my God.
Next year.
Got to do it.
We will open up the RamosLaw.com text line to you. Broncos country, how you feeling? Let us know. Also, if you'd like to react on anything else that you saw over the weekend, we'd love to hear from you next.
How should the Broncos attack the Bengals on offense?
Let's look good as a team collectively, and let's give J.K. Dobbins 22 carries. Let's give R.J. Harvey 10 carries and see what this number can look like rushing the football. Because of who the opponent is and what J.K. has shown, you give that dude the ball 20 times, you give R.J. a chance to rush it 10 times, I think this Broncos team could put 200-plus yards on the Bengals' heads.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Fellas, what has happened? Stoke here from my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Hopefully your Monday is off to a great start. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Can't wait for the game tonight. I am fired up. But if you've been dealing with low T, you probably didn't have a great weekend. You're probably not fired up. Probably just going through the motions, not sleeping as well, brain fog, workouts aren't going as well. That's where my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic come in. They're experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. They have successfully treated thousands of men for low T. Stop procrastinating, fellas. Most men wait a year or longer to seek help. You don't need to wait. Jeff and his team at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can get you taken care of. Early to your mid-30s, you start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year, and it happens gradually. And before you know it, you just don't feel like the same person you did in your 20s and 30s. But there are treatments that can help you get that energy back. Start sleeping better. Start seeing those gains in the gym. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. They have 5 locations in Colorado to serve you: Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Colorado Springs, and oh, by the way, go check out that new and improved office over there in the Rock and Castle Rock. Call my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today. Start feeling great again. 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I know you didn't plan to hear from me this early, but I'm tired of lugging this bowl full of jelly around. That's why me and Mrs. Claus are with Soda Weight Loss now. I'm losing 6 pounds a week. My knees are loving my results, and I'm keeping up with the elves again. And the wife, she's all about this healthier me. Keeps telling me I'm slaying.
Ready to slay all those holiday pictures? Get photo ready and join Soda Weight Loss right now. When you join, your partner joins for free.
With all the weight I've been losing with Soda Weight Loss, they're gonna have to make a whole new Santa suit for the big ride.
Real support and help from nutritionists who are just a call or text away. Take advantage of Soda Weight Loss's partner program. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Looking to upgrade your kitchen, laundry room, or outdoor cooking area? Look no further than Mountain High Appliance. Family owned and operated for the past 31 years. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. We have hundreds of appliances hooked up live for a true try-before-you-buy experience, plus professional delivery and installation. Our price match guarantee ensures you receive the best deal, and special financing options make your purchase affordable. When it's time for new appliances, think Mountain High Appliance.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Peanut butter and jelly, music and dancing, salt and pepper. At Excel Energy, we believe some things just work better together. Like a heat pump, the 2-in-1 unit that can both cool and heat your home. And better yet, it does so using energy more efficiently than a traditional HVAC system. Better yet, you can also save money on a heat pump with rebates at excelenergy.com/heat pumps. Cooling, heating, and savings. That's a lot to get pumped about. All in one package.
They say there's no such thing as a free lunch. But not true, I say. Hey, everybody, Dan Jacobs with Jacobs Law and 303 Law 4040, and I'm here to tell you about the best, absolute best free meal in all of Denver. Times are tight right now. You go to the grocery store, things are insane. So we all could use a little bit of help. No questions asked. Anybody that needs it can come by every first and third Thursday. Here's how it works. You pull up, you pop your trunk. They put free groceries for the week in your trunk, and they say, how many hot meals do you need? We pass those to you right through your window, and this is good stuff. This is not soup kitchen stuff. I smoke these meats personally. Delicious pulled pork. I got my special secret Chipotle chicken recipe. It is fantastic. Please help us spread the word. Anybody that needs it, Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me personally. It's Dan Jacobs at 303 Law 44.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Football is back, and it's time for you to get in the game. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is here to help, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 bundle. Download the Denver Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a PS5 console, a 70-inch flat-screen TV, plus copies of Madden 26 and College Football 26. Don't wait. Download the Denver Sports app now. 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silterhar Motors. Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree-gree?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, game day is upon us tonight at a rocking Mile High. We'll see if the Broncos can get their season back on track against Cincinnati. Give you a chance to react to that. How we feeling, Broncos country? If you want to weigh in on anything else that happened that you saw over the weekend, let us know right now. RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043. Here's one. You guys crack me up. Hyping up a Bengals game without Burrow? Come on, man. This isn't last year's team that beat the Broncos. Easy win for the Broncos. Raider Mark.
Oh.
I see what you're doing there, Raider Mark.
Yeah.
Like,
Jinxie, no!
See what you're trying to do, the reverse jinx there, yeah. By the way, how easy was that Chicago game last night?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Raider Nation.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun to watch. It looked like they were going to find a way to pull it out, and there with the Raiders Raider. Blocked field goal. By the way, just real quick, a little bit off. How many special teams, returns, blocks, etc., have we seen in the first 4 weeks of the season? I can't recall it. I mean, there was a few yesterday, punt return touchdowns. Block field goals now, it doesn't surprise me when I see one anymore. I mean, they happen all the time. It's crazy.
I love
block punts.
I love it because special teams had gotten real boring for a while there. You know, in the interest of safety, I mean, the kickoffs were being completely taken out of the game. Now we're getting kickoff returns, punt returns, block field goals, block punts, 65-yard field goals.
Yeah.
It's great because, honestly, I mean, is it just me? But for a while there, whenever a special teams play took place, I kind of checked out a little bit. Like, all right, I'll pay attention when the real football begins again. But now you got to watch. You got to pay attention to special teams because anything could happen.
Agree. And the impact that it's had over the first few weeks of the season. Moving the extra point back, I think it was great. Changing the kickoff rule. Now we're seeing, teams have to strategize a little bit. We're seeing a lot more returns on the kickoff. So it's they've done a good job of fixing some of the special teams issues and made it more of a play now.
Guys, I'm feeling good about the game tonight. The only doubt I have in my mind is that we might be walking into a trap game. This is not a trap game.
No.
Trap games are when you're kind of riding high and you get caught. The Chargers walked into a trap game yesterday. They were feeling good, 3-0. Everyone was telling them how great they were because they were in complete charge of the AFC West. They were going to play the Giants on the road, going cross-country, rookie quarterback making his first start in Jackson Dart, and they got beat. That's a trap game. So the Broncos, they may not win tonight, but it won't be because they overlooked Cincinnati. Broncos' focus should be razor sharp tonight after what's happened the last 2 weeks. So that's not a trap game.
No, not at all. Especially where they lost. And last-second field goals, walk-off field goals. You had a chance to really start the season off on the right side of things for the first time in a while, and you gave away 2 football games. So no, they're not overlooking Cincy. They know how important this football game is. You got to get your season back on track, and it's got to start tonight. I don't even want to think about what it would look like moving forward if they're not able to get this win tonight. I don't even want to think about it.
No.
Because this thing could come off the tracks really, really quickly, and we had so much optimism heading into the season, and you could look up after 4 weeks and say, uh-oh, here we go again. This is going to be a bad one. So to me, it's one of those games where I think the season could go one way or the other. And I understand it's Jake Browning. It's not Joe Burrow, but they still have those weapons all around him. And with the Broncos' inconsistencies on offense, I'm worried that it's going to be one of those football games again, Mike, where we look up and it's going to be a close game in the fourth quarter, and it's going to come down to a play here, a play there, and the Broncos haven't been able to make those plays the last 2 weeks.
We'll get more of your reaction and your hopes, dreams, and fears about tonight's game as we roll along. Again, RamosLaw.com text line's open to you, 303-713-1043. Coming up next, Stoke just touched upon it, is tonight a must-win? You have me, Mr. Must-Win. Over there you have Monsieur Must-Win. Next.
Will Bo Nix get back on track against the Bengals? Will Nick Benito shine bright again in primetime? Zach Bai and Philip Lindsay will break it all down in a special Monday night edition of the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station, presented by Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Todd Whalen and Advanced Tax Solutions continue to give you great advice and great opportunities to get all your tax and IRS and payroll questions and concerns answered. That's right. Todd Whalen will be hosting a free online workshop tomorrow, Tuesday, September 30th at 6 p.m. that will focus on the steps you can take to resolve unfiled tax issues and get back into the system. You will have the opportunity to ask questions during the roughly 1 hour webinar, like, can you still get a refund if you file late? What do you need to know to get back into the system? How far back does the IRS require you to file? What if the IRS filed returns for you? If you moved, you wouldn't know the IRS filed for you until the IRS had garnished your wages or levied your bank account. To sign up for the free workshop at 6 p.m. tomorrow, call 303-753-6040. That's 303-753-6040. Advanced Tax Solutions right here in Denver with over 50 years of experience in IRS tax resolution and tax debt relief.
Hi there, I'm Kim Rudell, owner of Wills and Wellness Estate Planning. Do you have a game plan for your family if something unexpected happens? Let us help you strategize and get your lineup in place so there are no questions as to your wishes and who you want to handle your affairs. Your loved ones will be grateful to have a well-thought-out playbook with instructions directly from you. Find us at willsandwellness.com or give us a call at 720-266-8190.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on. It's Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We've got a winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book a free consultation and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events. Female patients also eligible. For more information, visit TRTMVP.com. That's TRTMVP.com.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
Brandon Stokley here from my team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Do you need a new furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump? ROX Rocks Heating and Air makes it incredibly easy with their new, free, no obligation online heating and cooling quote. It takes less than 5 minutes and gives you options instantly. No calls, no waiting, and transparent pricing. Only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair, ROX, rocks, heating and air.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey guys, boy Stink here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash, and can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-944-33, 720-944-33. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Ever tried fixing an outlet yourself? First, you watch a DIY video, then you grab your tools. Next thing you know, sparks are flying and your hair looks like you just licked an electrical socket. Let's avoid that, shall we? Piper Electric has been providing expert electrical service since 1983. Repairs, upgrades, EV charger installations, even commercial and industrial. They do it all and do it right. They're giving you $50 off your next service. No fried hair required. Call 303-422-9219 today. Piper Electric. Leave the electricity to the experts.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's powered by Hellsberg. Shop and store are at hellsberg.com.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Bold takes.
I would put my fajitas up against any Mexican restaurant.
Active listening.
You weren't listening to a word I just said.
Plus, a little number crunching.
What's 12 minus 1? 12 minus 11.
1.
This is why math confuses me.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, good morning. It is game day. Game day. Big one coming up tonight in about, 12 hours from now. No, that's bad math. That'd be 11 hours. Jeez, Mark's not even here yet. I'm already screwing up.
What time
math.
does it start?
6, a little after 6.
All right.
Got Troy and Joe on the call. I would assume they'd be here, right? They're going to be here, right?
What do you mean?
Well, there's another game tonight.
Oh, I don't know. You tell me. I hope
That's
they
a good
are.
point. I got to find out who's calling the game.
I'd love
Ty,
listening.
can you look up and see who's calling the game tonight? Is it Troy and Joe, or do we get the ESPN ABC B team?
I love listening to Troy and Joe. I hope it's them.
I hope it's Troy, just because I want to get his thoughts on Bo.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I think they do a great job, so I hope it's them.
I think it'll be them. I hope it's them. But we'll get confirmation on that here in a little bit. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It was a weekend full of college football, high school football, baseball pennant races decided, Ryder Cup. How about the Ryder Cup? Huh?
How about it?
I will fully admit I was more locked in on the golf yesterday afternoon than I was NFL football. It was easy to kind of go back to the football, but I was engrossed by the golf. And, dude, come on, you're my golf expert here. Why can't we win a Ryder Cup? What is that now? 2 in a row, 6 of the last 8, 9 of the last 12 we've lost to those dastardly Euros. What's the problem? What's the problem with the red, white, and blue in the Ryder Cup, man?
I thought this year would be.
We get Troy and Joe, by the way.
We do.
We do.
Nice. Who's on the other call?
I don't care.
Do we have like Dan Orlovsky, our guy?
Yeah, Chris Holly, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't say I don't care.
And Lewis Ray, I think they do a good job.
They do. Yeah. So Chris Fowler, Dan Orlovsky. Yep.
Yeah. Why? That's a good one. I think Europe, they're just better together. They're better. They're better as a team. For whatever reason, it means a lot to Americans. I mean, these guys, they care about it, but it just seems like it means more to the Euros. It means more to them, and they're better as a team, as a group, and they're all pulling in the same direction, where the Americans, it just doesn't quite feel that way for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it might be different this year with Keegan as a captain. I mean, he put a lot into it. I didn't like some of the pairings that we had that he put together on Friday and Saturday. And that, the Americans just fell too far behind. You can't be down, whatever it was, 6-7 points heading into the finals. They made a great run, to your point. I mean, it was I was following it on my phone, and then I said, okay, well, I got to go downstairs and just take a peek at this on the TV, and it ended pretty quickly. But at least they made a run and made it competitive yesterday.
All right, so that was going on. You had plenty of college football. Bama looks like they're back.
Bama's back?
Is Bama back?
I don't know. Georgia doesn't. They haven't done a lot for me.
Can we do a wellness check on our guy Johnny Fever? He's been just kind of. I haven't seen him much this morning. He hasn't said much. Is he just in like sad mourning over his Georgia dogs? Huh?
I wasn't quite sure why he was kind of moping around.
That's your answer right there.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that was going on. On the back burner, Georgia, Alabama. How about Penn State, Oregon? That was a great game. So you had a lot of great games. CU let one get away. CSU got rolled at home as a favorite to Washington State.
Yeah, the honeymoon is most definitely – the Dion honeymoon is over.
You don't believe?
Dion?
What does that mean?
Dion, a lot of us don't believe anymore.
What does that mean?
Well, what it means is that what does it mean? How do I best sum that up? The Dion Sanders experience, if it ended tomorrow, it would have been an overwhelming success. But let's face it has been far more sizzle than steak.
Yeah.
With what we've watched around here. They've increased the interest, they've made a ton of money, but let's face it, the football product itself has not been good. It's been average at best.
Yeah, that just stinks though. Moving forward, you need to win games like that on Saturday night just to keep people coming back. Having Dion and Marshall Faulk and Warren Sapp and all these, and Rick Ross and Lil Wayne, I mean, that fades away quickly if you're not winning. You got to win some football games. So that was a tough loss on Saturday night. I don't know if they can get this thing back on the tracks this year. And the problem is when you got big names, guys that are Hall of Famers, guys that have done it at the highest level as assistant coaches, I know how this thing goes.
Yeah.
I know how they operate. They think, most of these guys think that they're smart football guys, right? They played at the highest level. And so there becomes a situation to where you're worried about the finger pointing. I don't know why he called that. Why are we doing this? And the blame game. It starts to happen, Mike. Hopefully it doesn't happen at CU, but when you have the types of guys that had success the way that they have as assistant coaches, that's usually what happens. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, but beware.
The Rockies season ended in historically bad fashion, 119 losses, a Major League record run differential of .424, which was double the next worst team. So it was quite the season. We have that question out there for you as well. What do you expect Dick Monfort to do about it? Massive changes or status quo? In the meantime, so all that happened over the weekend, but we turn our focus to what's going on tonight. And do we watch a Broncos team bounce back, show their character, show their focus, show they're made of the right stuff, Nick Benito?
I honestly do think we have the guys in this locker room, man. I mean, even last year, we didn't experience winning, and I think it goes back to during camp what Bo was saying. There's teams that, are just wanting to be in games and just wanting to, win those games and be close in those games where we got to come out and be the team that wants to dominate, every time we step on the field. So we're slowly trying to get into that mentality, and I feel like we're progressing towards that way.
All right, Stoke, is tonight a must-win?
Yeah, if you want to make the playoffs and be a playoff team, yeah. You got Philly next week on the road, so if you can't beat Cincy at home, how are you going to go on the road and beat Philly in Philly? Probably not going to happen. And now you're at 1-4. So, you got to get to probably 10 wins at least to make the playoffs. And if you drop this one in next week and you're 1-4, I mean, if you can't beat Jake Browning and a bad Cincy defense at home with what's happened the last couple of weeks, who can you beat? I think it's just telling for the rest of the season. So, yeah, no, I do. I think if you want to get to the playoffs, you definitely have to win this football game.
Absolutely. You have to win tonight. And you know what? Honestly, the only real motivation in that room tonight should be what we've put out there the last 2 weeks is not us. That's not us. And they got to be ticked off. That's got to be I hope we see a mad football team. I just hope it's obvious that we're watching a mad, determined football team that realizes the way that they kind of spit up all over themselves in the fourth quarter of the last two games is not them, and that they're made of tougher stuff, that they're tougher mentally than they showed the last couple weeks. They've certainly had to hear about it. I mean, I was watching Bo Nix at the podium the other day when he was being asked repeatedly about missing all those overthrows, and it looked like he was chewing on glass. Okay, so I hope that this team shows what they're made of tonight. I think they will. If they don't, then that reveals, I think, all we need to know about what this team is unfortunately not made of.
Yeah, I think it's very telling for the rest of the season. So things are set up for you.
They really are.
To get a win tonight. And then if you get a win, everything is fine.
Yep.
You're 2-2. Everything is right in front of you. And you got a lot of season left, a lot of division games left. The Chargers are reeling a little bit, ton of injuries.
Yep.
Offensive line, Herbert was getting smacked around. They don't look like the same team they did a few weeks ago. So, things are changing quickly if you can get a win. You're right back in the mix.
You win tonight, I am confident this football team will be 7-3 going into a huge showdown with Kansas City here in mid-November before the break, before the bye week. 7-3. Win tonight, though. You got to win tonight. Coming up next, what do you want to see from Sean Payton, Bo Nix, and this Broncos offense? That's next.
Will Vance Joseph's defense take advantage of a backup quarterback? Will Sean Payton find a rhythm on offense? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
You know, getting your hair back with advanced hair restoration means so much more than just getting your hair back. All kinds of extra benefits like more confidence, more ambition, increased desire to be active and healthy. If you're tired of that expanding bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning hair, and you want to do something about it, contact the amazing team at Advanced Hair Restoration. Start with a free consultation with Advanced Hair and learn all about their quick and easy one-day hair loss solution that begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and it's even guaranteed to grow. All you have to do, choose how much hair and where, and Advanced Hair does the rest with the latest technology, legendary Dr. Tanya Pauls, and her all-star team. Gain your hair back does change your life. Take it from me. 20 years ago, I had this done. Yes, with Dr. Tanya Pauls herself, and my hair grew back and continues to grow 2 decades later. Winner of Westward's Best of Denver 2 years in a row. And right now, for a limited time, get a free consultation, $250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Call 720-459-HAIR and at advancehair.com. That's advancehair.com.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
you're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. Football season is here, and there's nothing like a fresh start, on the field or on the road. If you're looking for a new car or want to refinance your current loan, Colorado Credit Union has the winning play with low rates and fast approvals. Whether you need a truck for tailgating or a car for the daily drive, Colorado Credit Union would help you get there. Visit ccu.org to apply today. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Not all applicants will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's Truck Month at Corwin Toyota. Drive home a new 2025 Tundra with rates as low as 1.75% APR for up to 72 months. Or lease a 2025 Tacoma for just $449 down and $449 a month. With a wide selection of trucks in stock, now's the perfect time to trade in and trade up. Visit us off Pearl Parkway or shop online at CorwinToyotaBoulder.com. Corwin Toyota, family driven for over 100 years. Proud sponsor of Colorado Athletics.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Regulated by the Colorado Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply based on approved credit.
So, how'd you manage to buy that investment property? If you're anything like me, your CPA made most of your taxable income magically disappear.
Yeah, legally, of course. But yeah, like you, I run everything through my business.
Right? I know you have the cash for the down payment, and your credit's solid, but no W-2?
Look, I went with CakeHome.com's Business Purpose DSCR loan. DSCR stands for Debt Service Coverage Ratio, which means they got me approved based on the property's cash flow, not my tax return.
CakeHome.com, and they didn't need income docs?
Nope, not a single one. They just looked at the rental income. And get this, in my case, it didn't even need to cover the whole mortgage.
Okay, Cake was definitely built for investors like us. I need that number.
Call 1-800-EAT-CAKE. That's 1-800-EAT-CAKE. 1-800-EAT-CAKE. Or visit CakeHome.com for details and 5-star reviews.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
This is Rob Wilhite of the Wilhite Law Firm. If you've been seriously injured in a truck or car wreck, you want Wilhite. We've been voted best personal injury law firm for the last 3 years in a row. Call 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com and win big with Wilhite.
Advent Health is Littleton's home for highly specialized, life-changing heart care. From preventive screenings to personalized treatment options, it's heartfelt care from expert hands. The Advent Health Heart and Vascular Institute is now open, ready to provide wholehearted care for your whole health.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Mark will be along here at 8 o'clock. We think.
Who knows these days? At least we don't have to worry about him being mobile. Epic disaster last week. I mean, put that on the top 3 epic disasters.
Wow.
Just one thing after another.
Oof, it was the Mark Schlereth Roadshow coming to a town near you.
Did not go as planned. Let's just put it that way.
The Mark Schlereth Roadshow did not open to rave reviews.
I think that's the last time that will be happening. Actually, I know it will be. So.
Oh, you're confident of that, huh?
No, I do. Yes, yeah. I am very confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. But good to have the big fella back here. He was in the Boston area yesterday, Foxborough. He called the Patriots blowout win over at the Panthers.
Actually, I watched some of that game. I listened to him, and he did a great job.
My buddies weighed in.
Oh, your buddies.
My buddies.
Yeah. No, don't name them. Don't name them.
Well, a couple of them did say, and I didn't ask for any feedback or anything. They just reached out to me. They said, "Hey, your boy Stinks calling the game. He's really good. He's much better than Brady."
I think Brady's gotten better.
And that's the people back there.
Yeah, no,
Brady's their god.
Brady's gotten better.
Has he?
Yeah.
Has he?
I think so. Well, he started off, it was rough. I think he's gotten better. Yes, I do. No, but Mark does a great job. He did hit him with these refs need to understand that we didn't pay, no one's paying to watch them throw flags. I thought that was pretty good.
You got that one out there?
Yeah.
Good. Well, he might get a stern reprimand from the NFL. Do not criticize the officials there, Mark. Let's go. Do not criticize the officials. Tonight, we got the Broncos and we got the Bengals. Stoke, what do you want to see tonight from Sean Payton, Bo Nix, and this Broncos offense?
I want to see him establish a run. Get the running game going. I mean, you look last week, and Jordan Mason, he rushed 16 times, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. I want R.J. Harvey. Please stand up. I'm ready to see this guy get going. I want to see this running game take it up a whole notch. Talk about, having, better third downs. Winning on first and second down. Well, how do you win on first and second down? How do you put yourself in better third down situations? Turn around and hand it off. Get 3, 4, 5. Let's establish this ground game to take pressure off of the passing game and to put ourselves in more manageable third downs. That's really what I want to see against a bad rush defense that, Jordan Mason gashed last week. What about you?
For me, I just want to see the operation not look so chaotic. I do not want to see Bo Nix coming up to the line of scrimmage with about 12 seconds left on the play clock, and then as the clock is ticking down, suddenly sprint up to the line of scrimmage, start pointing, and then retreating back into the shotgun and starting to clap his hands and, hurry, and then, try to run the play. I just – and whether that's on Sean simplifying things, if it's on Bo understanding, you know what, maybe it's best to just run the play that's called and run it to the best of its ability rather than constantly trying to check into something better. It just seems like the operation, especially on first and second down, has looked too fast. It's looked too hurried. It's looked too chaotic. Keep using the words. What's Stink's word?
Unorganized.
What's Stink's word? Frenetic. It looks too frenetic and frantic. Get rid of those F words, okay? So I just want to see a cleaner, calmer, more efficient operation, especially on those first and second downs.
Okay, I like that. But, that's part of it. You don't have a lot of time, and when they do as much as they do, and it just seems like you're going to see a lot of that. Now, because do we want to take everything off of Bo's plate? I mean, you want him changing a play. If you get 2 plays in the huddle, or if you see you're in a bad play and you want to change it to another play, we want him still to have that ability, right? Well, that takes time. And especially when you're on the road, like they've been the last 2 weeks, right? I mean, you want to. It's harder to get up there and change things up because you got the crowd noise going now, and it's harder to communicate. So things take a little bit longer. I mean, or do we want to just take that away from Bo? Just say, hey, call it and run it, and so we can make it quicker and it doesn't look as unorganized or as hurried as it's looked.
That's what I'd like to see them do. But you're the guy in the huddle. You tell me, can you do that?
Can you do what?
Can you tell Bo, run the play that's called? Or do you have to give him that freedom, that leeway, knowing that it's going to lead to some, probably hurry up movements and decisions for everybody in the final, 5 seconds or so of the play clock?
Well, it's not always changing plays. Not always changing plays when he goes up there. It's also changing protections, right? So if you see and you think they're blitzing off of one side and you don't have it protected, do we want him to have to throw a hot route to a running back to get stopped for no gain? Or do we want him to try to protect it up and get it blocked up by changing who the Mike linebacker is, and all of a sudden now the line is going to the left instead of going to the right, and now you can get it blocked up and be able to, hopefully have a clean pocket and be able to have a successful play? Or do we want him to just to say, oh, nope, I'm just going to go ahead and, run a bad play here?
You tell me, how do you give him all of that freedom that you've clearly given him the last couple of weeks and yet still have the operation look cleaner and smoother? How do you do it?
I don't think you can. I mean, I think it's always going to – I see Peyton Manning do that. I mean, you remember that great catch that one wide receiver made for him in the Chargers game when he just threw it up there? And that guy mossed the guy. I forgot the guy's name, but that big comeback.
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, it's a big comeback.
I love that.
You see the vertical leap by that guy?
As soon as I
doesn't look like it, but he's more athletic than he actually looks.
As soon as I heard the moss part, that's where I really knew who it was.
Right, just went over the top of the guy and said, let me get this.
Yeah, what is that? Is it that one?
Finally gets the snap away, and Manning fires. End zone shot. Stokley and caught it for the touchdown. What a catch. What a throw! What a comeback! Louisiana Lightning.
I forgot who it was now. You remember that guy? He actually made a few plays around here.
He mossed him.
That's what he did.
Stokley.
No, but sometimes it's just it looks that way. But that's just the way it's got to be. If you want to get yourself in a good play, you look up and all of a sudden they change. You need to change. And we can operate that way. We can be fine. I just think sometimes it's a little bit too much, but we should be able to handle it. Bo, I think, can handle it.
All right, can you get out of the huddle quicker then?
Right.
So
that's the question.
Instead of, clapping the hands, hurry with, 2 seconds left on the play clock, maybe you've come to the line of scrimmage with 15, 16 seconds left on the play clock, and now you can change it, and you still have plenty of time to get everybody gets focused. See, I just feel like, think about it. You changed everything right there in the final few seconds. Everybody on that offense suddenly is thinking, okay, we just changed it. What is my responsibility here now? And everybody is now in those precious seconds before you're ready to snap and, actually go out and execute the play. They're thinking. And I wonder if that's why we, have guys line up offside, or we have guys a step slow, they're back on their heels, so they end up reaching and grabbing a face mask.
Yeah,
How about you just put yourself in position where for like 3 or 4 seconds before the ball is snapped, everybody knows exactly what they're supposed to do on that play, and then go execute it.
Right. I think maybe getting a play in quicker and getting to the line of scrimmage quicker certainly could help. Definitely could help. But look, you play football, and you got to go out there and execute. Things get changed. You got to be able to go out there and execute when they get changed. So we're trying to help everyone out. Now, you got to ask yourself the question, though, if they can't do it and it's too much for them to do it, do you simplify things or do you just remove that player?
Right.
I think getting a play in maybe a little bit quicker might help what you're talking about there. But you're always going to see it. It's football, it's sports. There's going to be some times where you just got to hurry up, and it doesn't look good, and it looks like they're hurried, and it's too quick. But you still got to go out there and execute.
It sure sounds to me, what I'm hearing from you is, you don't think that Sean's going to acquiesce or concede that much when it comes to how he wants to call the offense, the demands he wants to put on his quarterback, the looks he wants to give to a defense. What I'm hearing from you is don't expect him to downshift too much.
No, I don't think so. Let's just get to play and try to get in a little bit quicker. Get to the line of scrimmage a little quicker.
All right, we shall see what's happening. 4 Down territory is coming up. We'll open up the RamosLaw.com text line to you. Want to get your reaction, Broncos country, how you feeling about tonight? And we'll get into what we saw. Were the reports of the Kansas City Chiefs' demise a bit premature? That's next.
How should the Broncos attack the Bengals on offense?
Let's look good as a team collectively, and let's give J.K. Dobbins 22 carries. Let's give R.J. Harvey 10 carries and see what this number can look like rushing the football. Because of who the opponent is and what J.K. has shown, you give that dude the ball 20 times, you give R.J. a chance to rush it 10 times, I think this Broncos team could put 200-plus yards on the Bengals' heads.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What's happening, fellas? Stoke here for my friends at Embers Golf. If you're like me, you know fall golf is hands down the best golf Colorado has to offer. The air is crisp, the courses are pure, and it's the perfect time to fine-tune your game before the season ends. And the best place to do that? Embers Golf in Westminster. This place isn't your big box golf store. Nope, Embers is boutique style, family-owned, and built for true golf enthusiasts. They're not just selling clubs, they're crafting a full journey personalized to you. They've got 2 private hitting bays, all the major brands, Callaway, G4, PXG, Titleist, whatever you need, they got you covered, and they specialize in custom upgraded shafts that take your game to the next level. You can get a full bag fitting and actually feel the difference, just like I did this year. I got fitted early in the golf season, and I absolutely love my club. Driver, 3-wood, all my irons. What a great year of golf it's been for me, thanks to my friends over at Embers Golf. So before the snow hits, get yourself dialed in just like I did. Go visit embersgolf.com. That's embersgolf.com, where your golf journey begins. embersgolf.com.
It matters who your lawyer is. At Berg Simpson, we truly care about the quality of work we do, that fair compensation is given, and that our clients are getting the best possible representation. We're proud of that, and it shows.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives. It's not just a slogan, it's who we are.
Mike Evans here for Copperhead Plumbing. Your home doesn't have to flood before you know there's a problem. With the Mow and Flow Smart Water Shutoff System, you can monitor your home's water usage in real time right from your phone. You'll get notified the moment a leak starts. Trust Copperhead Plumbing for professional installation. Ask about installing a Mow and Flow system today.
Copperhead Plumbing, built to last. Call us once, you'll forget the past.
Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
Hey employers, it's time to broaden your recruitment efforts. Thanks to the Work Opportunity Tax Credit, you could reduce your tax liability up to $9,600 per employee when you hire workers with significant barriers to employment. Hiring this untapped talent pool of skilled job seekers not only benefits your business, it strengthens our communities. The Colorado Department of Labor and Employment is here to get you started. Visit employertaxcredit.cdle.co for more information. Brought to you by the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment, the Colorado Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry, banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and 0 for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Delusional confidence.
I'm tougher than Mark.
Strong detective work.
Something was way off with him, like some kind of bad gummy bear or something. I don't know. It was just
gummy bear.
And personal hygiene.
Holy Moses. You guys excited about showering?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Mark joining us in about a half hour. He'll be back here in studio. We think. We're optimistic.
Yeah.
We're optimistic. We'll have 4 Down Territory coming up in a bit. A look back at what we saw in the NFL this weekend, college football this weekend as well. But got this one on the RamosLaw.com text line while we were talking. Man, Evans, how have you not landed a head coaching job in the NFL? You're so smart. No wonder our team is terrible. Broncos need to hire you as the head coach, quarterback, GM, and owner. That would fix everything. Well, I've said this many times before, so I'll say it again, and I mean this with 100% conviction. Had I been in charge of the Broncos the last 9 years, starting the day after they won the Super Bowl, they would be in much better shape than they
Of course they would, yeah.
were when Sean Payton took over.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
Of course you don't.
0 doubts. Don't laugh.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny.
The
I like your confidence.
The decisions I would have made Contrary to what they ended up doing?
I like your confidence.
I mean, I just go back to what I was advocating for at the time and what they ended up doing. Had they just listened to me, they'd be in much better shape than they were the last 8 years. Oh, no doubt in my mind. So, yes, Texture.
It's revisionist history.
It was a missed opportunity by the Broncos. Yeah. Not a coach. I don't want to be a coach.
No.
No, but I want to be a GM.
Yeah.
Had I been a GM, they'd be in much better shape right now.
Of course they would. I don't think there's any doubt in that,
I'm
Mike.
glad you know that.
Yes.
I'm glad
I
you
mean, spending the last year with you, I can see the brilliance, the football mind, always working, always turning, always.
Look at this head.
I know.
Do you know how much football ideas and knowledge I possess in this large dome of mine?
You called the Troy Franklin breakout year. Just you've been all over it from day one. I've been blessed to be around such a great football mind. I thought Payton was like the brightest and the smartest when it comes to just football.
Mm-hmm.
But Evans,
well, for those
you're
who
giving him a run for
those who are doubting,
It's gracious.
you do know what my first move would have been. My first ever move would have been to cut ties with Paxton Lynch immediately, and not drag that on like John Elway did. That right there would have been a huge first move.
Yeah, I know, but it's all right.
Oh, you say it's easy. It's easy.
It's easy to play armchair quarterback when you're not the guy that drafted him, and you're not the so.
Well, that's why I need to be put in charge. Fresh view of things.
All right, let's talk about the game tonight.
All right.
Not about you.
I know.
Goodness.
Enough about me.
Yes.
Jeez.
Holy cow.
I mean, we just.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
I mean, hey, Stoke, big board of BS. Let's go. Get it up there.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. That would be. I know Richie's listening if he's not in the gym right now, so that will definitely go up on the. We're gonna have to get another board. We only have one spot.
We only have one spot left.
I think that would be a good one for the last.
That would
last
be
one.
a good way to finish it,
Yep.
wouldn't it be?
And then we can just get this thing framed.
Yeah, that's right.
That is like my favorite art project we've ever done.
It has, and we've had some good arts and crafts projects.
We have. Aaron boy, Richie Carney. Wow.
Let's do it. Send that thing. Get it embossed, framed.
Yeah.
Send it to the Smithsonian.
Hell yeah!
The Louvre. Send it around, baby. Send it around. All right, we got a lot to get to, so let's jump into it right now. Let's get into 4 down territory.
It's time for 4 Down Territory, where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and off the gridiron. Kicking things off with First Down.
All right, let's get to some Broncos stuff. Adam Troutman facing the music this week after a rough game last week. Made some mistakes.
Couple weeks.
Last couple weeks. Yeah. He really is. If you want to look at the Broncos offense and just how they have been shooting themselves in the foot, I mean, could you come up with anybody better? And I don't mean better in a good way, but anybody better than Adam Troutman as the poster child for what this offense has been doing to itself?
Yeah. I think he's a leader. He's a clubhouse leader right now of why this offense hasn't been consistent enough. It's one thing after another.
Well, he manned up and talked about how you handle a mistake or mistakes.
I think I do a pretty good job of wiping it and just like, all right, because you can't think about it because then it's going to bleed into the very next play. Like even like you have the holding, like I have a holding penalty, and then it's like, all right, well I'm in the next play. So like, what am I going to do? Think about it? Like you can't, because then what if something happens again? Because you're like, oh my god, like, oh, coach is going to be pissed. Blah, blah, blah. Like, who cares? Like we'll correct it or whatever. So, yeah, you just kind of have to flush it.
All right. Easier said than done. I mean, I'm talking to a guy. I'm talking to a guy who was always like, just waiting for the next shoe to fall. You were always waiting for the next thing bad to go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to each their own. I mean, you obviously, I want it to hurt a little bit. Don't you? You follow? I want it to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
I want them to be like pissed at yourself a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't want you to just be able to move on that easy.
Right.
Like, oh, I just lined up off sides. Okay, well, who cares? I got to move on to the next play. Oh, I just grabbed the guy's face mask on a first down run. Oh, who cares? I got to move on because I don't want it to bleed into this play. No, I want it to hurt a little bit. right?
Yeah. But you can't be consumed by it, though.
I didn't say
then
consume.
Then you forget about your responsibilities on the next play.
I didn't say consume. I said I want it to hurt a little bit. I don't want you to just be able to, oh, whatever, because it hurts me as a fan. But you're just moving on that quick? I think there's a fine line there. But, again, to each their own. Everybody handles mistakes differently, obviously. But the Broncos, I think the bottom line, they're making too many crucial mistakes, especially when the game's on the line in the fourth quarter. You're not going to play a perfect football game, but, the mental mistakes that you're making, the mistakes of lining up off sides, grabbing face mask, things like that, it just can't happen, especially, if you look at a guy like Adam Trautman. I mean, let's be real. Eventually you look up and say, okay, well, what is he providing? What actually, how is he helping the team win? He's not doing anything in the passing game, and he's not that good of a blocker in the run game or the pass game. So if you keep making mistakes that cost your football team on top of not doing anything else, you got to be replaced. It's not even worth it.
So you'd like to hear guys like Trautman, take more accountability, fall on the sword more publicly, kind of beat themselves up and admit?
Yeah. I'm a veteran player. I can't keep making these mistakes. They're hurting our football team. I got to be better. I will be better.
Play better.
And yeah, that's really what I want to hear. I want to hear that it hurts you a little bit, and that you taking full ownership of the mistakes and how much they have cost this football team. And for a veteran, like if you're a rookie or second year guy, okay, but for a veteran player, where we know your ceiling, it can't happen. It just can't happen anymore, Mike. I'm telling you, no more. Or if it does, then he's got to be replaced. I mean, that's where we're at.
Yeah, if this could be even in a victory. If this is just one of those kind of uninspiring, 17-13 wins in which, they're still making mistakes and we come away tonight with the idea that the only reason they won is just because Cincinnati's that bad and they outbatted us. They were just worse at football than we were, or they were more undisciplined at football than we were, then, yeah, there's got to be a real moment of accountability demanded. And maybe it does mean somebody has to get benched, cut, whatever. Because if you can't respond on this stage tonight after what's happened the last 2 weeks, I mean, come on. You lost 2 games in which you did not trail in the fourth quarter. How about that?
Yeah.
What was the stat that James Palmer told us last week that of the 68 teams in NFL history that did not trail at any point in the first 3 games of their season, 64 of them were 3-0, 3 of them were 2-1, and the Broncos were the only team in that group that were 1-2. So, I mean, come on, and we as fans, we can sit here, we could talk about all the things that are at stake tonight, all the things that are on the line. I don't know. I would think just as a bunch of professionals inside that room, there should be just a sense of, you know what, we're better than this, and we're better than what we've shown the last 2 weeks. We are. And darn it, let's go out there and show the whole country what we really are about. I would hope that is their mindset. If it isn't, then they got real problems.
Well, that's a mindset, but, I mean, I'm sure they wanted to do that last week and execute and play well. So just because that's your mindset, just because you know how important this game is, doesn't mean that you're going to go out there and just fix your issues.
But you make it sound like every professional team brings the same kind of level of focus and commitment and want to every single game. I don't buy that. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I think it's, different, depending on the team and the game, the week. But I just think for the Broncos, it's not want to, it's not. I mean, it's early in the season. You had a good win to start the season. You lost a tough one to Indy. So I thought they were going to, your first division game, we knew what was at stake. So I thought they should be very highly motivated and focused against the Chargers. And again, tonight, yeah. You're on national TV. Everybody's going to be watching, and you've lost 2 in a row. You know how important this game is, but that doesn't mean you're going to go out there and execute. Just they want to go out there and play well. They know what's at stake, but it doesn't just happen, just because you want it to happen. And that's my concern. My concern is, can they actually go out there and execute what they need to execute to win this football game?
Second down.
You cut me off.
Time to move on. Time to move on. So right now in Melbourne, Australia, it is 11:42 p.m. All right, coming up on midnight.
Okay.
So what does that mean? That means 16 hours ahead of us. So do the math. What's 16 hours ahead of us at 6 o'clock tonight? That's 10 a.m. in the morning, I think?
Sure.
Okay, let's go with that.
Yes.
Well, what a great time for Jeremy Crawshaw's family, our Aussie punter, to be able to watch back at home.
They understand it pretty well. They stay up and watch most of the games, especially in college too. Sometimes it's 3 a.m. in the morning Sunday for them, and the later games we play, it's easier for them about 9 a.m. in the morning. So they watch most of the games, if not all of them. So they know a fair bit.
How about our Andrew Mason talking to the punter, who, let's face it, coming out of training camp, one of our biggest concerns was the Aussie punter. And he's been the least of our concerns. He's actually been one of the best punters in the NFL. If you are somebody that believes that the punter should be seen and not heard, there's your guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it says something about where the Broncos are at 1-2 and the importance of tonight's game, that honestly, the most reliable guy on their team right now is their Aussie punter.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, credit to you. You said, go get yourself one of those Aussie punters. They did. And the dude's delivering.
I did say that. I said, get on Greg Penner's plane, go down to Australia and find a dang punter.
Well,
and they found a punter from Australia. So
they did.
he has performed well. Obviously, he's got a big leg. It was just he was really inconsistent during training camp. You either kick it 70 yards or 30 yards. But no, he's performed well early in the season. So good for him. That's a cool story. Got the crew, the family back there in Australia. So he said it's better when they play a night game, right?
Yes.
Then
it's more
lines up.
Yeah. So this is going to be like nice morning drive time in Australia to be able to watch favorite son, native son, Jeremy Crawshaw. And
they watch it with the Kangaroos.
Do they watch it with the Kangaroos? And probably
that should have been Andrew Mason's next question.
Somebody from the extended Hemsworth family, no doubt a lot. But it tells you something about this rookie class. Need more from this rookie class. Jahdae Barron, R.J. Harvey. Might be time to see a little bit more Pat Bryant. What do you think?
I mean,
not yet.
I'm good.
Marvin Mims, by the way, popped up late on the injury report with
saw that
hip.
I like the group. I don't want to just. So who are we going to replace? I like what we've seen from Troy Franklin.
Yeah,
Mims has been fine. Obviously, could have had a couple touchdowns last week. So I don't know who are we going to replace. Who we're going to use. It's not like we're throwing the ball all around the football field. So I'm good with how it's gone. Yeah, do we want to see more from the rookies, Mike? We're 4 games in. I can't lie. I would like to see I think the one I'd like to see more from is R.J. Harvey. I think there's more opportunities for him right now.
Especially since some of these rookie running backs did kind of pop this weekend. Marion Hampton.
Yeah, he had a nice run.
Ashton Genty.
Ooh, Genty looked. Okay. He looked good.
Yeah. So, the only reason I'm not freaking out over that is because J.K. Dobbins is running the ball well, too. So, do you necessarily want to take away carries from J.K. Dobbins? All he's done is done his job.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with the rookies right now. I'm not going to overreact to not seeing a whole lot from them in the first 3 weeks of the season.
Third down.
Okay, Stoke, were the reports of the demise of the Kansas City Chiefs premature?
I not me. I told you. You know where I stood. Right?
You said, until I see the stake driven through the heart, I'm not going to believe it.
Yeah. This is what we see all the time. It's always something. This is what we've seen. And people have wanted to bury them for the past 5 years. And they're not the same offense. They're not as explosive. No Tyreek Hill. No this, no that. Next thing you know, we look up and they're in the Super Bowl. Next thing, they can't keep winning these games by one-score games last year, by one-score wins, victories, and they kept doing it. Next thing you know, we look up there in the Super Bowl. And this year, it was, Mahomes has lost it. They can't score. You know, you get healthy all of a sudden. You get some players around them.
Got Xavier Worthy back.
Right. And they did look like a different offense. Now, do I think they're some juggernaut football team right now like they were 4 or 5 years ago? No, I don't. But I'm not burying them when you have Reed, Kelsey, and Mahomes still.
How much of that was, wow, the Chiefs are back, and how much of that is, is there something going on with Baltimore? This drops them to 1-3. You know, they haven't looked sharp this year to start the season. They haven't looked sharp on defense at all. Derrick Henry looks a step slow.
Yeah.
You know, Lamar left yesterday with a hamstring injury.
Uh-oh.
Could have been a nice time for Shedeur Sanders to get some mop-up time, but, you know, he didn't want to go to Baltimore. So, anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. Sorry. Gratuitous shot.
Cooper Rush. You got Cooper Rush instead.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been actually a
nice opportunity.
Great opportunity for him. No, Baltimore doesn't look the same. Their defense is horrendous. Their defense is so bad. And once again, you look up, I think they had 7 starters on the defensive side that got injured yesterday. That's what happens. It starts snowballing. You're not playing well, and then injuries start happening. And next thing you know, you look up, and how are you winning with these guys out on the field that no one's ever heard of against the Chiefs? I mean, they have third stringers in there trying to cover Xavier Worthy. You can't. You got to have the Jimmies and Joes. You do. And right now, Baltimore doesn't. So, no, they look like a shell of themselves. I mean, this could be one of those big step back type of years for Baltimore where you look up and, you know, it's a 6-win team.
So what do you make of the Chargers now? I mean, everybody was patting them on the back. 3-0, you beat all 3 teams in the division. You got the tiebreaker over all 3 teams. You've basically put the AFC West on ice, and we're not even out of September yet. Proof that Chargers can still Charger, losing to Jackson Dart in his rookie debut. Malik Neighbors going out. By the way, for all of us who have Malik Neighbors on our fantasy team, that stinks.
Yeah.
ACL. See ya.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Confirmed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it might have been one of those patella injuries.
Oh, well, but you knew right away. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening to the human body. I don't know how you all are training these days. But, I mean, this is just an epidemic of blown out ACLs, torn Achilles. Guys are just crumpling, just running and jumping and planting. No, I mean, no contact.
No.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I did them all. ACL, Achilles.
But not like this.
What do you mean?
I mean, you did it, but
what do you mean not like this?
I mean, was it happening as much?
No, I was like I was like at the front of the line.
Yeah.
I was like the first one to do it. ACL in 97.
Right.
He's like, I don't know if you're ever going to return to play football.
Right.
Achilles in 06. I mean, no one was tearing Achilles back then.
Right.
I was a leader in the clubhouse.
You were.
I paved the way for all these guys to get injured.
You paved the way for undersized slot wide receivers.
Yes.
And Achilles.
Yes.
I'm kind of a big deal.
That's what you do.
That's what
you
I
are
do.
Brandon Stokley, trendsetter.
I am a leader.
Louisiana Lightning, man.
Yeah, no, that was a bad injury for him. But no, I mean the Chargers, you look up and now they're a shell of themselves on the offensive line. And Herbert was getting smacked around. I think he got hit 14 times or something. And now the Giants got a good front.
Yeah.
And especially when you're playing with your third string left tackle. And now, you know, there's a trickle-down effect. Who's your right tackle? I think they lost a guard, too. So they're down, I think, at least 3 offensive linemen. Now, I don't know how long these guys are out for, but if you can't protect, now you can't run the football, now all of a sudden, you know, Justin Herbert, who was having an MVP quality season through 3 weeks, doesn't look the same. And you get beat to a team like the New York Giants. And Dart, again, he had the face paint on the one side with the bad chain that he's wearing. Eli, come on. If I'm his dad, son, hey, you're the captain of the ship now.
Yeah.
Let's look like a pro.
Yeah.
Like, let's get buttoned up here.
Yep.
Wipe that damn paint off your face and take that dang chain off. You look ridiculous, right? And then it doesn't signal, hey, leader.
I know,
captain.
but if he wins, do you realize how many high school and Pop Warner kids in the tri-state area will be doing their Jackson Dart impression?
If you win,
this
you
weekend?
win.
I know.
Right.
If you win, it's cool, man.
But in 10 years, he will look back and say, that was stupid.
Man, did I look like
Dang
a
it, Eli, why didn't you help me out?
Why didn't somebody step in?
1, 2, 3. 4th down.
Local college football, national college football. Let's start in the local scene. Is it time to say that the Dion Sanders, I'm not saying the Dion Sanders experiment should be over, but is the honeymoon most definitely over after they blow a 14-0 lead, absolutely impotent in the fourth quarter there in losing at home to BYU. I look at the schedule, Stoke. No way do I see this team gain to 6 wins in a bowl game. I mean, this looks like a 4 or 5 win team, which leads to the inevitable question: where does this leave Dion? Where does this leave Dion in the direction of this program?
That's a good question. I mean, hopefully he returns next year. But the landscape of football is different, and he doesn't have Shedeur and Travis. He thought he had a better football team, more depth. But it's just not working out that way. So I don't know. I don't know what his plans would be. I just think you're going to have to make some changes on the staff possibly. You look at Pat Shurmur and what's going on there offensively. You can't score 2 touchdowns that early in the football game and score one more the rest of the game. You just can't. So disappointing loss. They had a great opportunity to steal a win there, and now you look up, you're 0-2 in the division, you're 2-3, and who can you beat?
Made my first trip to Canvas Stadium. Went to visit my son.
How was the stadium?
Love it.
Looks great.
Everything about the vibe there is positive. You could just tell that when it comes to CSU football, the students want to get behind this program. The fans want to get behind this program. But Jay Norvell just isn't delivering. And his seat has got to be scorching hot right now. I mean, they are what I saw watching them the other night, losing to, and Washington State stinks. This is one of the 10 worst programs in Division I football right now, Stoke. CSU. And they got to do something.
They had a good year last year.
Yeah,
so, I mean, I think you.
What have you done for me lately?
No, I got it, but you're not going to. I mean, who else is CSU going to get? I mean, what are we going to do? You're going to have a big buyout or whatever it is? I think you're. I don't think he's on the hot seat.
What?
You heard me. I didn't stutter. What do you mean, what?
By the way, what do you do if you're a Penn State fan? In James Franklin, you got a coach who just, puts out a good, solid program. But, man.
You cry.
You cry.
You cry.
Here's James Franklin's record at Penn State, okay? 1-15 versus top 5 opponents. 4-21 versus top 10 opponents.
Terrible.
15-30 versus top 25 opponents. 4-17 versus Michigan and Ohio State.
Uh-oh.
Below not good.
Mark joins us. There he is. There he is in person.
Oh, he's here. He's a ghost.
The Mark Schlereth Roadshow has come off the road after not-so-rave reviews. And he's back in studio with us next.
Will Bo Nix get back on track against the Bengals? Will Nick Benito shine bright again in primetime? Zach By and Philip Lindsay will break it all down in a special Monday night edition of the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station, presented by Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, as you transition to fall, as you look back on your summer, was something lacking, something missing? You just didn't feel like you crushed it? Could be low testosterone. Simple way to find out. Take the low testosterone quiz at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. 10 questions, yes or no. Takes 2 minutes, very easy, and your answers could go a long way towards figuring out if you have low T. Putting on weight, maybe? Not sleeping well, feeling sad or depressed, loss of sex drive? Well, the next step is easy. Reach out to the experienced, professional, and compassionate staff at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. I was ran out of gas a couple years ago. Later in the day, Just not feeling it. Got my T levels checked. They were a little on the low end, so got set up on a customized low T plan, and here we are 2 years later, feeling great. Low T more common than you think. Early to mid-30s. That's how early it can happen. We guys start losing 2 to 3% of our testosterone production every year. It catches up to you. Schedule a consult, just $99. Start low T treatment that day. Your office visit is free. 5 locations, including Fort Collins and Colorado Springs, and a new and improved office in Castle Rock. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com. How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. Navigating personal injury claims on your own can feel like trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. Don't let things fall apart. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law. Online at flanagan.law.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, 2-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I know you didn't plan to hear from me this early, but I'm tired of lugging this bowl full of jelly around. That's why me and Mrs. Claus are with Soda Weight Loss now. I'm losing 6 pounds a week. My knees are loving my results, and I'm keeping up with the elves again. And the wife, she's all about this healthier me. Keeps telling me I'm slaying.
Ready to slay all those holiday pictures? Get photo ready and join Soda Weight Loss right now. When you join, your partner joins for free.
With all the weight I've been losing with Soda Weight Loss, they're going to have to make a whole new Santa suit for the big ride.
Real support and help from nutritionists who are just a call or text away. Take advantage of Soda Weight Loss's partner program. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Every great game comes down to one thing, the drive. And right now it's time to make yours count at Groove Toyota. Get into a new Toyota, a certified pre-owned Toyota, or shop our huge selection of used vehicles, all priced right and ready to move, with limited time offers in Colorado's best lineup of Tacomas, Tundras, SUVs, and more. Don't wait on the sidelines. These deals won't last. Make your move today at Groove Toyota on South Broadway in Inglewood, or start shopping now at GrooveToyota.com.
Golf season is still in full swing with Aurora Golf. What's up, guys? It's Zach By here, and fall golf is one of the best times of year to play. The cooler temperatures, lush courses, and Rocky Mountain views are all reasons to keep teeing it up. For more info and to book a tee time, visit golfaurora.com.
Football is back, and it's time for you to get in the game. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is here to help, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 bundle. Download the Denver Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a PS5 console, a 70-inch flat-screen TV, plus copies of Madden 26 and College Football 26. Don't wait. Download the Denver Sports app now. 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Double crossing, you little punk.
can't believe you did that.
Unbreakable trust.
See, I'm not like you. You just let me drown. You just let me drown. You do nothing.
And of course, emotional maturity.
Or maybe a little bit angry.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, here we go. Game day is here. Man, been waiting all weekend for this. And finally, Monday night, we get to see, hopefully, can we just kind of like take the first 3 weeks, Adam Troutman mode, and just flush it? Just flush it. And the season starts tonight. What do you say, guys? I got Stoke to my left. I got back in studio, Mark Schlereth. How best to describe Mark's performance last week? The Mark Schlereth Traveling Roadshow. Stoke, this was like some kind of cast cobbled together to do Hamilton way, way, way off Broadway.
Yeah, I was
your roadshow last week.
I got to tell you, I was the Carolina Panthers of radio hosts last week. It was bad. It was legit frustrating. It was legit. I mean, I'm sure it was. Well, you guys were fine. You guys were.
Yeah, we were great.
Yeah, you guys. You guys. Yeah, it was no big deal for you guys, but it was frustrating for me. But it's good to be back.
Well,
it's good to be back in studio.
It sounds like you took your frustration of the week out on the Carolina Panthers.
Well,
you know
what?
That's you did yesterday for
yeah.
Fox.
I guarantee you by the time this season ends, what I got 11, 12 games, something like that. I guarantee I'll do 6 games. But it's going to be interesting because they're going to have to start firing people. They're that bad.
Really? Well, they won 30-0 against Atlanta the week before. I heard you attacking the referees, by the way. Say, hey, no one paid to watch you throw flags. I heard that. Yeah. That was a good one.
I did. I went after. I feel kind of bad. I went after one of your brethren.
Really?
Somebody from the fraternity.
From the fraternity. And
who?
This is actually pretty funny. Go ahead.
Just kind of slipped out, and so I feel kind of bad because it just, I don't have a lot of self-control when I think something is funny. You know how I operate, right?
Yeah.
So we put this picture up. So it was the receiving core of the of the Carolina Panthers. So there's Teteroa McMillan, the first rounder, I think 8th overall out of Arizona, who's a really talented young player. And he's sitting with 216 yards receiving going into the game. And all the rest of the receivers combined had 141 yards on the season through 3 games. And so they flashed the picture up of the other receivers. And the guy in the middle is Hunter Renfrow.
Ooh.
And you know what Hunter looks like, right? I mean, Hunter's a little guy, kind of balding.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he plays professional. And so we mentioned with the graphic, and I go, and this guy right here in the middle, I circled him. I go, I'm pretty sure he repaired my fridge last week in Denver.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it just kind of popped out because it looked that way. It looked, and somebody did repair the fridge, and so it did look like the guy. And so I just said it, and then I felt instantly bad. Like I was like, oh shoot, probably not the appropriate, but it was funny.
Yes, but probably wasn't the right thing to say.
No. But every now and again, you just kind of get on a roll.
And you can't help yourself.
Believe me, I've seen you when you get loose.
Yeah, I was doing a radio show on national television.
Well, I've always told you. Oh, I almost cussed. I've told you that I need you to be more Mark Schlereth radio guy when you do your TV broadcast. So
yeah, it was. I was, and it's going to be really interesting. But here's the thing, right? I am going to let my clackers swing because I am going right into that facility next week and be like, what? You guys stunk.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah. You got a problem? Because they were awful.
Real quick, I'm curious after, did you talk to Hurricane Josh McDaniels?
I did.
Right, I'm curious as we segue now to tonight's game and we wait to see the Bo Nix we were hoping to see when this season started. We hope to see the Sean Payton offense that we want to see. After watching Josh McDaniels and Drake May yesterday, what kind of comps and things come to mind when you think about Josh McDaniels working with his second-year quarterback in Drake May and what you've seen from Sean working with his second-year quarterback in Bo?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. I think there's a lot of like strategies when it comes to, changing personnel groupings, finding personnel that you think you can match up well against. I think the biggest difference is they've got not one but two tight ends that can really play. And so they use a lot of, quote-unquote, 12 personnel, two tight end personnel, but they can run all their 11 plays out of it because both of them are receivers, but both of them can actually block. And so it's really fun to watch. They've got Austin, they've got Hooper, and they've got Henry, and they both have the duality to do both. And so they're good. They're not liabilities in the run game. And if you get them matched up in kind of base stuff, they can run by guys. They were awesome in their two tight end formations, and Josh does a lot of that. But he switches personnel groupings. He does, there's a lot of similarities in what he's doing and what Sean Payton and this offense are trying to do.
I mean, I think Josh has always been a good offensive mind and done a good job as an offensive coordinator. That's kind of where he shines. So I like Drake May. I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. Mm-hmm. So hopefully our guy can get up to speed a little bit. I mean, you look at Drake May's stats yesterday. I mean, he's 14 for 17. He only threw the ball 17 times for 203 yards, but you don't have to throw it a ton when you're getting a couple big special teams plays like they did yesterday. So big game tonight, though, for Bo, for Sean, for this Denver Broncos team.
All right, Stoke, what do you want to see from this offense tonight? What's on Stoke's wish list?
I want to see him run the football. Establish a run game because I think that opens up so many other things for this offense. And you talk about the passing game. You talk about taking pressure off of Bo Nix, not having to be perfect, not putting this offense in long third down situations, staying on schedule. I mean, that starts with running the football. If you can run the football, you can control the football game. And it opens up so many different things for you. I just want to see a more consistent running game.
I was listening to you guys come in, and I was listening to GM Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to GM Mike, and I thought, Mike, you did a really good job. You asked the question, and, Stoke didn't answer it. And so I just want to come in and answer it for you. And in all seriousness, you talked about, operationally, and Stoke made a great point with, get the plays in quicker. Can you get to the line of scrimmage? The difference between being there at 12 seconds and being there at 16. Hey, if you're at 12 seconds, everybody lines up correctly, and you don't have to readjust anything, you're fine, right? I mean, that's about the standard operating procedure. You get to the line of scrimmage with about 12 seconds left. So, if you can do that, you should be fine. But one of the things that drives me crazy about the way the league, you talk about little minute changes in the league. One of the things that happens constantly, Stoke, I don't know how much kill it or can it packages were part of your career. How much of that stuff did you guys run, Stoke? Was it a bunch?
Well, it depended on what team we were on. I mean, obviously with Payton, you had a lot of those situations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it as my career went on, I mean, that was kind of expected from the quarterbacks.
Right.
I mean, it's not that difficult. If you got two plays, you call two plays on the huddle, and if he kills it, now it goes to the second play.
Yeah.
Or opposite, it goes to you're running ball instead of running, to the left, you run to the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not hard. So we didn't call it kill it or can it. We called it check with me. And so then everybody's on the same page. That, hey, man, these are the checks. We want to run into the bubble, or we want to run away from the safety rotation, whatever it is, right? Whatever your checks are. But you're still, you're waiting or you're looking and you're doing some of those things. And one of the issues is that every play just about has some type of can it procedure that can happen. Because when you talk to offensive coaches, they're like, we want to be in premium plays. And one of my arguments with guys, or one of the things I talk to coordinators about, is you've got to have a series, in my opinion, of this is good against everything. And so I can walk up to the line of scrimmage and snap it on first sound. 18 handoff force. This plays against any defensive front you give us, any safety rotation you give us, 18 handoff force. We're going to call it and run it. And the other thing that does is it takes the weight of the offense off the quarterback's shoulders. And so that's to answer your question, how can they change and make the operation easier? Do that 12 times a game. Where, hey, we just got to call it and run it on first sound play. And let's go out and let's go get after somebody. And for me as an offensive lineman, I love that stuff. I love that because I could just go line up and say, I'm coming off the ball and I'm smashing somebody in the face.
So you started this whole thing by saying, I didn't answer the question, and then you totally changed the topic and didn't answer his question.
I did. I just answered it.
No.
You weren't listening.
No, you didn't answer his question.
Did.
What would you like to see the Broncos do?
I call it and run it plays.
Call it, run it plays.
Call it tank plays. Hey, man, this. Did you get the answer? You got the answer. Was he? You heard the answer.
Maybe I just stopped listening to the 5 minute.
I did say earlier that I would like to think that you see an offense that's been very chaotic. I'll tell you the biggest thing I don't want to see tonight. I don't want to see Bo Nix come up to the line of scrimmage, line up in the shotgun, and then all of a sudden sprint up to the line, start tapping offensive linemen, pointing, and then retreating. And as he's retreating, hurry, and then snap the ball with 1 second or zeros on the play clock. Because here's my thing. I have unbelievable respect for you guys that play the game. Playing NFL football at a very high level, I can imagine, is very difficult. You got the best football players in the world out there, and you're trying to go out and you're trying to beat them, and you're trying to play at a high level. When I look at the Broncos' offensive struggles so far this year, I don't think it's a coincidence. Now, please, you feel free to unload on me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's a coincidence that we see an offense that just seems hurried.
Yeah.
Before the snap of the ball. And that doesn't have some impact on the way you're actually executing what you're trying to do out there?
That's and back to, the point is, I'd like to see them say, hey, man, maybe 12 times a game where we just have a play that we call in the huddle, we break the huddle, we go up and we run it, regardless of what they're in. Something that we think is good against everything, and just say, this is who we are. And we're just going to cram it down your throat, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that, again, that's one of those things what Sean Payton will call it a breather play for the quarterback. The one thing that you've never seen over the first 3 weeks is Bo Nix, like everything looks like you said, clapping your hands and hurried and, hey, we got to get over here, and you flip over on this side of the formation. And that, that in and of itself leads to like mistakes and leads to guys missing. And I think you're onto something.
But Stoke, you told me earlier when I brought this up, you're like, you can't do that. You have to have options. You have to have alternatives. You can't just come up and say we're going to run this play, because if the defense gives you a different look, you're just sacrificing the play. You have to have the option to switch.
Not all the time. To Mark's point, sometimes you got plays that are good against whatever. You have options. And if you want to just get up there and speed up the order of operations, you can just call it and run certain plays. And they're good against, you have 8 men in the box, and you got a fullback on the safety, or you get your tight ends blocking the safety, and your wide receivers just responsible for the corner. And it's a good play pretty much regardless of what they're playing. And you have pass plays that are the same thing, that are going to give you different options, whether it's man or zone. So you have certain plays where you can do that. I just think the majority of plays, you want to at least give your quarterback the option to change the protection, to where all of a sudden you see them bringing a blitz from one side and you don't have it protected. You don't want to throw it hot. You want to be able to protect it up and run the play, so then the quarterback has to change the protection there. So I think you're going to see plays that look hurry, though. That's just the way. Peyton Manning, you look up, you're trying to get yourself in the right play call, and sometimes the clock's running. I think you said it earlier, Mike, you just want to get the play in quicker, get to the line of scrimmage a little bit quicker, give them more time to evaluate what's going on. I think that could help the situation.
Yeah, and you could do that. There's a variety of ways you can do that. You can go tempo. Where you're not getting in the huddle, where you're just kind of milling around and calling the play from the line of scrimmage. But I think there's a combination, man. I think there is, certain amount of tank plays where you just say, hey, man, this play in the run game is good against everything. Or hey, we're going to run play pass, and, we're going to have a two-man route with a guy leaking out late, and, as your check down, and we're going to try to take one over the top. But we know we're protected up. We know if they bring even a sixer, we're going to have 7 guys blocking. So even if they bring 7 guys and plays in 0, we're protected. Like, those are the things I think you have to look at occasionally just to settle yourself down.
I'm glad you brought up Josh McDaniels and Drake May and how they use their tight ends, because Stoke and I were talking about this earlier today. I believe it's time for Evan Ingram to have his bust-out game. And you look at when they signed him, there was a lot of enthusiasm that went along. Hey, we got ourselves a legitimate pass-catching tight end for Bo. Sean came out and said, yeah, this guy's set up to be our joker. So a lot of anticipation for the idea that Bo was going to have himself a legitimate tight end. Well, it hasn't worked out that way. He's been inconsistent with his play. He's been hurt. But Stoke, he went through a full ramp-up of practice. He's good to go. He should be good to go. And barring any kind of physical setback, I just feel like for an offense that has to desperately get into a rhythm and be better on first and second down, get some of those early, easy completions to get Bo in this offense into a better rhythm, what better person to help do that than the guy you brought in at maybe the most quarterback-friendly position, the tight end?
Yeah, and he's looked good in training camp. Obviously, he missed last game. He has 4 catches on 6 targets. That's it. So I think you're right. Highlight him early. Call some plays designed to get him the football in his hands. Get him going a little bit. So, yeah, it's been underwhelming for sure to see the lack of impact that he's had. And it's not on him. Sometimes he just got here, really. This is the first time that he's been out there. Sometimes it takes time to get on the same page and for a coach or play caller to kind of figure out your strengths and weaknesses. But I think you go into a situation like tonight and you say, all right, we're going to try to get him the football. We're going to highlight him, 4 or 5 times in the first half or the first, 20 minutes of the game where you're really calling plays designed to get the football in Evan Ingram's hands.
Yeah, he needs to get going, and there's always things you can do. I mean, just the quick game and getting him the ball. But, really to dominate the middle of the football field. And that's where the NFL, the game is played, for the majority of the game is played in the middle of the football field. And what that does to create opportunities on the edges. If you dominate the middle of the football field, you're going to get a lot of one-on-one opportunities, access throws on the edges. And so he's got to be that guy. We just have had 0, I don't know what our tight end numbers are. We have had 0 production. This seems like it's over a decade of 0 production from a tight end.
Think about it. You just said, and I've heard it said time after time by NFL people, you have to be able to control the middle of the field. I heard some people being critical of Bo last week saying, well, Bo doesn't like to throw to the middle of the field. To whom? To who is he supposed to go to? Man. I mean, when was the last time we had an above-average tight end and an above-average slot receiver at the same time? What?
Welker and that tight end back in the day, right?
Well, it was definitely Welker.
Right, it was Welker. And who was the tight end? Julius
Thomas?
Julius Thomas. That was the last time we had that.
Seriously.
Yeah, that was
seriously. No.
Over a decade ago.
All joking aside, when was the last time we had an above-average Julius Thomas type pass-catching tight end and a Brandon Stokley, Wes Welker type slot guy?
That was those guys.
Over a decade.
Right.
Yeah.
Over a decade.
And Julius Thomas wasn't the guy that was controlling the middle of the field. It was Welker running all the little choice option routes.
Right.
It was really him in the middle of the field that ate people up, or, because Thomas was more of an outside threat. So, yeah, I'm with you.
But he was a really good pass-receiving tight end.
Yeah,
we
he
haven't
was.
had
We haven't had it. 2 absolute musts for any offense to be above average, and we haven't had one of those guys for the last decade.
And that's tough, especially in today's NFL. Today's NFL, they're more important than ever. And, especially for a young quarterback that's trying to develop, it's hard to just complete comebacks and curls and all these outside-the-number throws in the NFL. You get good matchups. It puts a defense in a really tough situation when you have that as an offense to use. And the Broncos, unfortunately, They haven't had it. Now, Evan Ingram is that tight end. He is. But you got to find ways to get him the football and let him try to have an impact. Or his best days behind him? Probably, but he still can be a very, very productive tight end, and he's the best one that we've had in the passing game in the last decade.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, and it's one of those things where you have to, and like I understand you game plan, right? And you say, hey, what's the weakness of this team, and how are we going to attack the weakness, and all. And I get all that, and you've got to do that. But at the same time, you've got to say, we have got to make this a part of our offense. We have got, and even if it doesn't fit this week, it's like we've got to make it a priority to get that guy the ball underneath, to get him going, to get him opportunities in the middle of the football field. Let's roll. And so that I think that has to be somewhat of a priority, and you figure a way to get that done.
All right, on paper, in theory, they got that guy at tight end. Stoke, is there anybody, because nobody jumps off the page, is there any one of these receivers that you look at and say they could profile as a slot guy? Not to the level of you or a Wes Welker, but, somebody of these receivers that you think could come close to that? Or no? Okay, that just told it all. That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
That is like I don't want to put any of my brethren on blast.
Right.
So I'm just not going to say that. He's using
silence speaks volumes.
Right. He's using he's raised properly because he's using. If you don't have anything to say, nice to say, you just say nothing at all. Yeah, he just went with that.
Yeah.
This man is a saint.
Yeah. I don't have that gene, whatever that is.
Yeah,
the whole back, that gene.
Yeah,
I just falls out of my mouth, and
the
next thing I know,
you can get called on the to the principal's office today for some of your comments yesterday during the broadcast.
For the refs?
How about the refs? Are you guys allowed to go after the refs? Because that's a great line. You use it here. Nobody paid to come see you throw flags. You used that during the broadcast.
That just fell out of my mouth too. That was a bad, like it was a face mask call. His hand barely grazed. The offensive player it was tight end, Hooper, barely grazed across the face mask of a defender. I mean, he didn't grab it. It just grazed across. And I'm like, what are we doing with that? That is just, I might get a phone call or two, yeah.
All right, we'll hear more from Stokes since we'll talk more about things other than slot receivers. So,
Sherfield could be a guy.
I want to get you back in the game plan here.
There's no guy. There's no guy.
Could you run a route right now?
No, absolutely not. The last time that I actually ran, someone wanted to set up a race with me and another guy on Saturday. We were watching the games and stuff, and I'm like, no. Absolutely. The last time
you would hear things popping all over the place.
That high I've run is I don't know. It's been years.
Years. You'd start just hearing like popping, tearing.
Yeah.
I kind of would like to get back into jogging
like Velcro.
And moving.
Like a Velcro rip would be Stokely's lower extremities.
Yeah.
Can't run.
Can't run?
Nope.
All right, can't run.
Can't do it.
Coming up next, hey, defense, we're not letting you off the hook. All this talk about the offense. Is it time for this defense to come out and make a statement and start quieting the talk that this group might be overrated? That's next.
Will Vance Joseph's defense take advantage of a backup quarterback? Will Sean Payton find a rhythm on offense? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, let me ask you a question. You live with back pain, neck pain, worried about needing surgery. How about taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. Here's the best part. You can do exactly what I did. Start your journey toward pain-free today. That's right. They're a phone call away. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Spine One, they've got everything, guys. Exams, MRIs, physical therapy, treatment options, all in one facility. And I love how they operated, man. They showed me like exactly what was going on. They walked me through what was happening, why I was in so much pain, and then gave me options for both nagging and debilitating pain. And I lived with excruciating back pain for decades. It checked me out of life. You know what I'm talking about. If you have pain, you just like, I don't want to do that. I quit playing golf, quit going to the gym, and I certainly couldn't sleep through the night. A couple of short visits to my guys at Spine One. Guess what? I was back on the golf course, back in the gym, sleeping through the night, and I tell you what, it has lasted, guys. I still feel great, and I owe it all to my guys at Spine One. Don't live in pain any longer. Call them today, 303-367-2225. Same-day appointment, 303-367-BACK. Or find them online at spine1.com.
Winter and the holidays will be here before you know it. Don't wait to upgrade your home. Order windows or siding from 5280 Exteriors before the Colorado snow flies. Enjoy low-interest financing for 15 years, often better than your bank, with no prepayment penalty. Stay warm, boost your home's value, and pay less each month. Prices go up every year, so lock in your free quote today. Host the next game day party at your house. Call 5280 Exteriors now and see how low your monthly payment can go. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Brandon Stokley here from my friends at Roller Auction. Do you have items you're looking to sell? Since 1976, Roller Auction has been conducting commercial and industrial auctions for Colorado government agencies, Fortune 500 companies, small business owners, secured creditors, individuals, and more. They have a large marketplace to showcase your assets, so don't wait. Visit rollerauction.com for a free consultation and turn those items into some cold, hard cash. Again, go visit them at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Now through November 16th, new Comcast Business customers can get started with 150 megabit internet plus security for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig package. Call today. Restrictions apply. Requires enrollment in paperless billing and auto-pay with bank account. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
This is Jeff for Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we help Greg.
Hi, my name is Greg. I've been a patient of Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic for over 10 years. I noticed that I was really tired. I was lethargic. I didn't sleep really well, and I was overweight. My waist was 4 inches over what it should have been. It was really difficult for me to lose the body shape I didn't like. And of course, my marriage, yes. No man in their 40s wants to have low libido in their marriage. I'm really thankful for this therapy because it just makes me feel the man I want to be, active, at home, everywhere. If you're feeling like I was, call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today and get checked. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Thanks, Greg. It's true. Low T therapy will likely change your life. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's brought to you by Fitness Gallery, selling the world's finest fitness equipment.
It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Food critiques.
I love chicken. I hate chicken salad. What? If you put chicken salad in front of me, I'd gag.
Hard-hitting analysis.
I took an Ambien on accident before practice, and that's what he looked like out there.
And some constructive criticism.
Reminded me of the show that Mike had yesterday. Just a little off, not completely there. You were like, Mike, are you going to take control of this show? Like, how many times did you have to say that yesterday?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
And not to call anybody out, but it's like, especially like last game, when we see the offense is struggling like that, we don't have room to have any misassignments, have any misalignment errors, not being the right leverage and coverage, not rushing the right way and when rushing the passer. Because those things can cost us. It can lead to points. And in a game like that, with our offense struggling, we can't afford to be like that. So,
well, for all the talk about the offense and what the offense needs to do better, let's not let the defense off the hook as we get set for tonight's game against the Joe Burrow-less Bengals. This defense has been good, Brandon Stokley. It's been a good defense, but considering how high the bar was set for this defense, it's felt like a letdown to me thus far through the first 3 games. And, I think with all the things that this team has on the line tonight and all the things that this team is trying to prove and show they're capable of, I think this defense needs to start going out and putting up some performances so they can stop dead in the tracks this idea that, you know what, these guys were overrated. These guys were vastly overrated going into the season.
Yeah, I mean, my expectations were they were going to be great. Great defense, like dominant defense. And so far, they've been fine. They've been good, but not great. And they've had moments. First game was really good. Second game was terrible against Daniel Jones and that Colts team. And then against Herbert, they hit him a lot. They sacked him a lot. But when they needed to play their best, and that's 2 weeks in a row, Colts and Chargers, they failed in the biggest moments. And that's, if you want to be a great defense, you close out football games. You have leads, you close it out. You make a play to finish the game off, and they haven't done that the last 2 weeks. Still a lot of football left to be played, but yeah, the bar was very high for me for this defense. I thought we were going to see a dominant defense, and through 3 games, they haven't lived up to that.
To be a dominant defense, to be a really good defense or a way above average defense, you've got to have some complementary football. You got to have an offense that produces, and our offense is not produced enough for this defense to be great from that standpoint. But to be one of those legendary defenses like the Baltimore Ravens in 2000, they didn't need offense. Man, they won games where they didn't score on offense, or they scored field goals on offense.
Broncos defense of 2015.
2015.
Peyton Manning. We love Peyton Manning, but he got benched with 9 touchdowns. I know.
He was hurt.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at Stink.
Yeah.
He had 9 touchdowns and 17 picks when he got benched.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
he got.
Excuse me.
It was
when he was hurt.
He got hurt. He got hurt.
And fasciitis.
All right. Fine.
Relax.
But that defense.
Right.
Carried.
I mean,
a bad offense or a mediocre offense.
The Seahawks Legion of Boom, back in the day with the Chicago Bears 46 defense. Like, those are legendary defenses. This defense is not that. Now, what can this defense be? They still haven't played with Dre Greenlaw, who is going to be a big difference maker for this defense, a guy that, if you get a 3-yard run and he hits you, it ends at 3, you don't get 6. Like, we haven't seen him play. Also, his ability to be a coverage guy in the middle of the football field to take away tight ends, we haven't seen that. But ultimately, you're 100% right. This defense has not made, to Stokes' point, the big stop when they needed the big stop. They did a couple times early. They did it in the Tennessee game where they got multiple sacks and drove them out of field goal range, and they did it a couple times in the red zone against the Colts. But the bottom line is they have not been the kind of legendary defense that we thought maybe they would be going into the season.
Yeah, I think, it's those defenses close out football games. And I was on, one of those with the Ravens, and it didn't matter, how we did offensively. They still went out there and brought it every single week. So offensively, yes, the Broncos need to pick it up a little bit, but that's not an excuse for this defense. They've been fine, but the bar was high, and to take that next step and to be a great defense, you got to be able to close out football games. You got to be able to make more impactful plays than what they've done. Now, 3 weeks, but you're playing a backup quarterback against an offense that really struggled last week against the Vikings. You got to be dominant tonight.
Cincinnati last week on the road at Minnesota had just 171 yards of total offense. They only ran for 53 yards, 2.5 yards per carry, and they had 5 turnovers. So do you at least, Stink, do you see the potential? I mean, if this defense hasn't lived up to its billing through the first 3 games. Do you still see the potential for it to be a great defense, a number 1 in the NFL type defense, or have you completely changed your expectations?
I think it still has a chance to be a top defense, a top 1, 2 defense, 3 defense, somewhere in there. I think definitely it has that ability, but it's not going to do it on its own. It's going to have some offensive production. And this is it, man. This is the week. I don't know how many people watched Kansas City yesterday. That was a dominant Kansas City performance, And so Like, man, you've had 3 games. It's September. The excuses are over. Hey, we're still figuring it out. Hey, it's not been as clean as it needs to be. Hey, we're going to, Bo Nix has been a little rushed in the pocket. He's going to be back. It is the excuses need to be over tonight. This needs to be one of those walk out from the opening kickoff and open a can of whoop ass on the Cincinnati Bengals, who are injured, who don't have good defense, who have not been able to produce, and go out there and feel great about yourself after a Monday night whooping.
Yeah, I think it still has that potential, certainly. I mean, you look at the guys that they have out there, and they've shown flashes of it. I mean, we are hitting quarterbacks. We're sacking quarterbacks, which is a good thing. The secondary needs to clean up some things. They haven't been as sharp as I thought they would be. Surtain, Moss, I thought it would be a better secondary than what we've seen in the passing game. And just some of the mental mistakes, just leaving guys wide open, not covering guys. But they've been close. We've seen balls get thrown and caught that, you're looking up and I'm like, great coverage by Riley Moss. I don't know how they did it. Great coverage by Surtain. But there are some positives there with this defense, and just keep building off of those. But certainly, yes, I think the potential to do it and it is still there for this defense.
Well, Mark, you alluded to it, and I'm glad you went there. I think it needs to be said. Not only is this a must-win, okay? Not only do you have to win this game, and I know you guys like making fun of Mr. Must-Win, but come on now. You, after losing 2 games like the last 2 they lost, knowing you're going to Philadelphia next week, would a loss tonight mathematically eliminate them? Of course not. But, how much can you cling to the idea if you lose this game? Well, there's still a lot of season left. There's still a lot. Well, okay. When exactly are you going to start to look like that team, as the games start to tick off here?
We put the graphic up yesterday on the broadcast. If you're 2-2, you got like a 37% chance of making the playoffs. If you're 1-3, you've got a 14% chance, something like that.
Yeah,
12%.
And in this division, in this conference,
yeah, I mean, you have got to be 2-2 coming out of this game. You've got to be.
And not only do you need to get the win, I think you got to make a statement.
I'm not worried about statements.
Oh,
just win.
No.
But a statement would be nice, but it can't be too picky.
At what point, Brandon Stokley, will style points matter to you?
I just want to win. I don't care about style points right now.
Does James Marilat think that style points matter? What do you think? He'll join us coming up next.
How should the Broncos attack the Bengals on offense?
Let's look good as a team collectively, and let's give J.K. Dobbins 22 carries. Let's give R.J. Harvey 10 carries and see what this number can look like rushing the football. Because of who the opponent is and what J.K. has shown, you give that dude the ball 20 times, you give R.J. a chance to rush it 10 times, I think this Broncos team could put 200-plus yards on the Bengals' heads.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
I was on top of my tailgating game this weekend at CSU, and part of my game day spread, of course, included the Daisy Dips, the Daisy French Onion, the Daisy Ranch Dips, made with only the best ingredients, real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen, right? No surprise, of course, it's Daisy we're talking about, and it was not a surprise. When the tailgate was all over, we headed over to the stadium, those Daisy Dips were empty. So tailgates, watch parties, or just to enjoy with your favorite snacks, everything tastes better with Daisy Dips, Daisy French Onion, Daisy Ranch Dips. Look for them at a grocery store near you.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hey guys, your boy Snake here from my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. In today's economy, every single dollar counts. You know that, especially when it comes to your home. That's why Gravina's Window Center of Littleton is making it easier than ever to invest in lasting quality. Guys, right now, you can save up to 25% on Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows made in America, engineered to outlast every other window on the market. They're also offering 20% off James Hardy siding, so you can boost your curb appeal and energy efficiency in all one shot. Guys, family owned and operated since 1973 and backed by hundreds of 5-star reviews, Gravina's Window Center of Littleton has earned a reputation for premium products and white glove service. They don't cut corners, first-class work all the way, done right the first time, every time, guys. Flexible financing available, 0 down, 0 interest options. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call them for a free estimate. 303-794-0490. That's 303-794-0490. Visit them online at windowsforyourhome.com. Gravina's Window Center of Littleton at windowsforyourhome.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on. It's Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We've got a winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book a free consultation and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events. Female patients also eligible. For more information, visit TRTMVP.com. That's TRTMVP.com.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
Who wants the lowest rate for life?
I do.
I do. Everyone does, but it's only U.S. Mortgages. Lock in a low rate today, and if rates fall in the future, we will redo your loan and lower your rate without any lender fees, including the appraisal. There's no limit to the number of times you can do this. Always have the lowest rate for life. Get our 475 5-year fixed rate, 5.89 APR. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Joel Klatt, the nation's leading voice in college football, joins Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth every Wednesday morning. Presented by Groove Toyota. Here we go. Tune in at 8:10 for exclusive insight, bold analysis, and maybe just a hint of shenanigans. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Conspiracy theories.
Well, in this case, AI got it wrong.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe Skynet's not taking over anytime soon.
Firm beliefs.
I'm very easily swayed. If you keep talking, I might be at 70 here in about 30 seconds.
And a few sucker punches.
It was the complete motivator for me, the failure thing.
Mark, when did that stop? Not letting your teammates down after you finish playing? Because it seems like it. You let us down a lot.
Oh, man.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, even on a day in which the Denver Broncos were not playing, James Marilat still found a way to get a shot in at Sean Payton as he posted a picture of a tranquil lake, a dock, looking out over a tranquil lake. And I think you said something to the effect, James, that, a beautiful Colorado day and no Sean Payton coaching blunders to have to look forward to. Something like that?
Yeah, it was. It's nice that it was basically an autumn Sunday without a Sean Payton coaching blunder. Sign me up. That's what I said.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice yesterday. I wasn't all stressed out. I wasn't, ready to throw my remote at the TV. I was just calm and watching football, and wasn't pulling my hair out. It was a nice change of pace. Now I'll have that on a Monday night, so it's coming. But I enjoyed the peace and quiet yesterday, Mike.
What are your expectations for tonight? Mike and I were talking, and I think Mark agrees that if you want to go to the playoffs, this is a must-win. Where are you at for the game tonight?
I'm right there with you. I think they're staring down the barrel of 1-4, 1-5. If they lose tonight, I don't think that Jets game in London is going to be the gimme that we all thought it was when the schedule came out. So you have to win tonight. You have to get right tonight. And look, if they go out and they beat the Bengals and the offense looks good, it won't mean that all the problems are solved. It won't. But it'll make us feel a lot better. But if they go out and lose, fellas, it is disaster time of where is this season going to go and how far off the rails could it possibly go. So I think for a game in September, it's about as much of a must-win as you can have, because I don't know that there's a lot of other games on their schedule that are this winnable, right? The fact that you're getting Browning instead of Burrow, it's at home, it's a bad Bengals defense. There's just absolutely no excuse to lose this one. And if they find a way to stub their toe, we will be having a lot of difficult conversations this week. And it'll be those conversations that I brought it up in September. I said, or over the summer, I said, hey, if this Broncos team underachieves, Sean Payton's going to be on the hot seat. And you guys and everybody else rolled their eyes at me. They lose to that tonight.
Stop.
There's going to be all sorts of conversations about Sean Payton. There will be, fellas. There will be.
What about your level of concern for Bo Nix and the way he's played so far to open up the season?
Yeah, it hasn't been good. I heard you guys when I was coming in. I think they need to simplify things. There was all this talk about they don't have an identity. It's because they're trying to do too many things. You know what they are? They're like the Cheesecake Factory. They got a 42-page menu. They need to just be In-N-Out Burger. We do burgers, fries, and shakes. That's it. And just figure out what you're good at and do it. They don't have an identity, because on 3rd and 2, Stink, back when you guys were winning Super Bowls, everybody in the building knew what you guys were going to do on 3rd and 2. And it didn't matter. They couldn't stop TD, right? And so this team, you just don't know what they're going to do in those big situations, what they can kind of lean on, because they don't have an identity. They don't have a bread and butter. I'm concerned about the way Bo Nix has played, but I think it's just because the head coach is putting too much on his plate. I really do. I thought Sean Payton's answer this week about the deep balls was pretty spot on. I mean, you got to hit those throws, you do, but it's not like he's airmailing them by 5 yards. He's off by, the throw to Cortland Sutton was off by a couple of inches. I don't think there's big adjustments that need to be made with Bo Nix's game. I think there needs to be big adjustments with how complicated they make the game plan, though.
All right, I think we got this one figured out pretty well as to what they need to do tonight. I'm always curious about this one, because you've never been afraid to go after coaches of very successful teams, by the way, teams that have won championships, whether it be Michael Malone and the Nuggets and Jared Bednar and the Avalanche. You certainly do not hesitate to go after Sean Payton. You like to reference his 19-18 record. Man, for all the money that
19-19.
19-19 record. Thank you for getting that right. But yet, when it comes to your Colorado Buffaloes and Dion Sanders, who, by the way, now is 15-15 as a highly paid head coach with all the power he could possibly want up there in Boulder, you stay strangely silent. What gives?
I don't think that's true. I think I've been critical of Dion already this year. It was 2 weeks ago. It was the night of the Friday night they lost to Houston. I basically was tweeting out that, hey, the honeymoon is over. The bloom is off the rose, all that kind of stuff. So I think I've been critical of them. I also think when you come in and you take over a team that was 1-11, just an absolute dumpster fire, to turn it around the way they have, 15-15 is, light years better than what they were.
And the Broncos, the Broncos were in a dumpster fire before Sean Payton took over?
They weren't the worst. They weren't the worst team in the NFL. Like, CU was the worst.
It was bad.
Really bad. Super duper bad.
Oh, do we still have James? Did I manage to silence? I think
Knuckles.
I think I just silenced James Maryland.
Go figure. More audio issues.
He is
for
running
us.
down the hallway right now.
Yeah.
He's like, no, this will not be the way it ends. No.
Sprinting in here. We could have had him in studio, but
Right.
we're trying something new, of course. And what happened?
The-
Big fail.
the
Another fail.
The technology failed.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a little bit there, but yeah, I mean,
No. And as all that was happening, what I'll just bring you behind the scenes here. Kind of caught me off guard. Listen to James just spew nonsense again. Schlereth, he sneezes. And I kind of look over, kind of caught me off guard, and then he does it again. Right, 2 sneezes, but as I was watching him, there was no cover. There was no coverage.
The first one there was coverage.
Right.
The second one got
That's
me
what I
by
saw.
surprise.
The second one was no cover.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then so I looked at him. I looked at Evans. I'm like, oh, because you're sitting by him, and I gave you the the cover side. Like, you got to at least do something.
Yeah.
There was none.
Yeah,
I mean, just spit everywhere.
Yeah.
You
The
spit flying
first
everywhere.
one covered. The second one jumped out like I wasn't even prepared for it.
Listen, I like the fact that you're letting your sneezes go now, because before you try to hold them in and then your nose would start bleeding.
I've already had a bloody nose this morning.
All right,
Come
so
on.
but the thing is that I'll finish that thought. But James, you before you got rudely cut off there, so are you saying that if the Buffs fail to get to 6 wins and fail to go to a bowl game, do the Buffs need to move on from Dion Sanders?
No, but they'll need to move on from Pat Shurmur.
Oh, jeez.
I think he's the issue. He's the issue up there. And look, Dion hired him. He did. But, it was a blown opportunity on Saturday night to beat a top 25 team, get your record to 3-2. Then we're looking at it saying, all right, where can this team go? They're kind of hitting their stride. Now it's like, oh, gosh, they blew that opportunity. When do you play the kid? It's turned into that kind of a year. So it was a tipping point game, and they blew it because their offense just was totally non-existent in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter. So Pat Shurmur's on the hot seat, without a doubt.
You know who they could hire as their offensive coordinator if they get rid of Pat
Nathaniel
Shurmur?
Hackett?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. They can get Russell. He'll be out of work, so you can get him up there.
Yeah, at least maybe a coaching
Did you see?
internship.
How bad he sucks?
1 for 1 yesterday. He was
took
1 for 1.
Took a
came
sack
in,
right off. He came in, took a sack.
made a big play.
No, he didn't make a big play. He did not make.
Speaking of former Broncos quarterbacks, every time they cut to the Browns and the Lions yesterday, is there anyone less inspiring than Joe Flacco?
Oh my God!
What are they doing? Why are they playing him? Why are they going? I mean, look, I want to see him play Shedeur. That's why it drives me nuts. But play Dylan Gabriel. Play anybody else. That guy is the most uninspired, disinterested, just collecting a paycheck quarterback. I can't imagine being a Browns fan and having to tune into that every week.
James, on that, we agree. And we will say goodbye. What's your prediction? Is this one of those hope I'm wrong type things from you tonight, or what?
No. I hope I'm right. I think tonight's like 34-10. I think they boat race him.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, James.
Hey, fellas.
There he goes, James Marilat. And we've discovered it, folks. We have discovered it. Big, bad, mean James Marilat does have a soft spot. He has an Achilles heel. That's his beloved Buffs. He does not all the vitriol and all the stuff he talks about with the other teams in town. He goes easy on his Buffs. Coming up next, it was a busy sports weekend. We will recap all of it, including the baseball team. After a record-setting bad season, do we see massive changes or do things stay the status quo at Stan, Pat, and Blake? All that coming up next.
Will Bo Nix get back on track against the Bengals? Will Nick Benito shine bright again in primetime? Zach Bai and Philip Lindsay will break it all down in a special Monday night edition of the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station, presented by Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here, and I tell you what, now's the perfect time. If you haven't done it yet, I've done it already. I went to my local hardware store, picked up some Rich Lawn Winterizer, and put it down on the lawn. I tell you what, my lawn looks tremendous. Y'all know I'm about toughness and preparation. That goes for my lawn as well. This is the most important feeding of the year. Rich Lawn Winterizer is the MVP of lawn care. This stuff is built for Colorado lawns. Helps protect against winter damage, thickens your turf to fight off the weeds in the spring, brings builds that strong root system while your grass goes dormant. And I'm telling you what, when spring rolls around, you're going to be just like me with the best lawn in the neighborhood, guys. No question about it. And it's safe around kids and pets, and great when you overseed as well. There's nothing this stuff can't do, guys. And I'm telling you what, your lawn is going to look unbelievable with lasting green color. You're going to love it. So don't wait. Feed your lawn this winter or this fall with Rich Lawn Winterizer, guys. Go get some. That's richlawn.com to find a dealer near you.
Peyton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Mountain High Appliance. Guys, if you haven't shopped them, you don't know what you're missing. They've got all kinds of brands like Whirlpool, Bosch, GE, all high-performing, dependable appliances at unbeatable prices, guys. And now's your chance, man. Go check them out because they do it the right way. They have got such an experienced staff. They're there to serve you, and I'm telling you, they do a phenomenal job of educating you, answering all your questions, and then pointing you in the direction for exactly what you need to make the best choice for you and your family with the guaranteed lowest prices, guys. That's right, their price match guarantee. They guarantee you they're going to give you the lowest price, and they're so good with that stuff. And I'm telling you, 250 working appliances is one thing I love. You can walk into one of their showrooms and you can try out the appliances before you buy them. Make sure they're perfect for you guys. And with that price selection, the best prices, I'm telling you, they are going to give you everything you want with great delivery and installation. I've shopped them. I've purchased from them. I've had them deliver and install, and they are second to none. Visit one of their showrooms today at Littleton or Louisville or their Denver Clearance Center, and you can check them out online as well at mountainhighappliance.com. That's mountainhighappliance.com.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com. And get ready for the workday.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Mike Evans here for Copperhead Plumbing. Your home doesn't have to flood before you know there's a problem. With the Mow and Flow Smart Water Shutoff System, you can monitor your home's water usage in real time right from your phone. You'll get notified the moment a leak starts. Trust Copperhead Plumbing for professional installation. Ask about installing a Mow and Flow system today.
Copperhead Plumbing, built to last. Call us once, you'll forget the past.
Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Passive aggression.
Oh, Mark. Sweet, naive, childlike Mark.
Culinary techniques.
So you got the crawfish, you got the tail, you pinch, twist, and some people like to slurp it. You're a slurper.
And backhanded apologies.
You know what? I would like to officially apologize to you, Mike. You were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. You're skinny. I'm fat.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, rolling through this Monday morning. Game day. Oh, big one tonight. Huge one tonight for the Denver Broncos. Will the real Denver Broncos please stand up? Maybe tonight's the night. I got my guys here. I got Stoke to my left. I got Stink back from his trip to the New England area over the weekend. And he's back here in studio. Thank God. And we are ready to roll through a busy hour here. And first, though, we got to give a shout out to one of our loyal listeners, Josh in Parker. Guys, shout out to my wife, Madeline, and our new son, Bo, who was born yesterday. Just like our first two, Bo is coming into the world listening to you guys from the morning show. Can't wait to get him home tonight. Get him in his Broncos onesie and watch a Broncos win. So always love to welcome new members to Broncos country. Here's our latest, and his name's Bo.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, you being the ambassador of the Broncos, it's nice that you can be the first to kind of welcome Bo into the fold.
He got fired last week. I fired him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he got fired.
I
didn't like.
I can't speak for Broncos country anymore.
Really? I had not heard the news.
Yep.
It's kind of like working for FS1.
I was like the last to know.
Yeah, the last to know.
Oh, you didn't hear?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear. That news didn't break it. It didn't come out to the East Coast.
You didn't see it on the ticker?
No. No. What happened?
I forgot what he did. He did something. He was making some kind of absurd comment, and I just said, that's enough.
I was putting a lot of heat on Bo last week.
I said, that's enough.
A lot of heat on Bo.
You're fired.
Really?
As a spokesperson for
putting
Broncos
heat on
country.
Bo?
I forgot what it was. It wasn't just that. It was some kind of ridiculous take that you had. I just couldn't.
All right. Well, in my effort to get back into the good graces of Broncos country, I believe I'm speaking for Broncos country right now.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. No.
No,
Listen,
okay.
Listen, not only is tonight a must-win, but I think style points matter tonight. You got a team in Cincinnati. I mean, you want to talk about all the factors being in place, Brandon Stokley. You got a 1-2 record, two really tough road losses in which you never trailed in the fourth quarter until there were zeros on the clock. And you beat yourself with a lot of self-inflicted mistakes and wounds. Now you get to come home. You're back in front of your fans. It's going to be a beautiful night for football. National television, Monday Night Football. Troy and Joe up in the booth. Everything. You got no Joe Burrow. You got a Cincinnati team that is 2-1. Yeah, they're probably stinging a lot after the way they played last week against Minnesota, but still, they're 2-1. Another game on the road, 2 straight road games. I think it is laid out for the Broncos to deliver a big-time win, an impressive-looking win. Therefore, Broncos country not only wants a win, they want it to look good. There. What do you say?
Well, who doesn't want it to look good?
No, but
who
that's
doesn't?
That's
I
what
don't
they're
need
expecting.
it. I don't
that's
need
what
it.
they need.
I don't need it.
Okay.
I need a win. That's really all I need. Now, would I like for it to look good? Yes. I I'm concerned. Here's my big concern. Why it won't look great or blowout is because I'm worried about this offense. I'm worried about the consistency of this offense and for this offense to be able to go out there and score 30 points. If the defense doesn't get them 2 or 3 turnovers, right? I'm just worried that what we've seen from this offense and no consistency at all, that's going to carry over tonight, and then you're going to have a close football game unless this defense bails them out. So that's my big concern about style points and, putting up 30-something points is I don't know if this offense is capable of it right now without a lot of help from the defense.
If this offense does not produce and this offense does not hang 30-plus on Cincinnati, I'm not going to feel good about this win.
Good. There you go.
I'm not.
What?
Yep.
I'm not.
Mark, really?
Yeah, because
What happens if you win 27-3?
how does the offense look?
Well, 27 points.
2 of them come from the defense. Did they get one special teams
No,
touchdown?
all offense.
All right, well, then that's a little bit that would be a little bit different for me. I just need this offense
He's
to
like
start
17-13. If you win 17-13,
I need this
are you going to
offense.
feel good about this win?
Yes,
You will.
I will feel good about the win, Mark, and then I'll just be ready to turn the page, get ready for the Eagles, knowing that hopefully we can get this offense going and get to where it needs to get to.
I got up this morning, and this may be the problem. I got up this morning and watched Baltimore and Kansas City, and Kansas City opened a can. Like Kansas City looked unbelievable. And I'm like,
here.
I just watched and said, uh-oh. Like, that's what I felt like. So I feel like, uh-oh, here comes Kansas City. Kansas City is figuring things out. They got Worthy back. They dominated on the defensive side of the ball. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting there going, okay, what are they sitting at 2-2 right now? We got to win this game to be 2-2. I just am I am concerned. I need to feel confident that they figured out their offensive woes and they're going to be able to not only dominate this game, but give me some just confidence going into this Philadelphia game.
Mike, hardest worker in the NFL right there. Right? Woke up early this morning to watch the Chiefs-Ravens. I mean, tip of the cap.
I watched multiple games this morning.
Multiple. Well, there we go. Case.
Well, but when you call a game and then you jump on a plane and travel and the internet didn't work.
Right. Okay. Well,
I didn't. I watched the game that I watched, and you know what? I'm not going to talk about this week on any radio station in America. New England versus the game I called. The New England versus the Panthers. Nobody wants to hear about that.
No.
So I got to get up and do some work.
That's why.
Hardest working
case
man.
in point.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit disappointed in you, though, Mark. I can't lie. Not for your work ethic, because you do apparently work really hard. Just ask you, you'll tell us. You just ask, he'll tell us.
Yeah, he just asked me what my day was like
right.
this morning.
But you know the NFL's week to week.
I do.
I
know
don't
that.
care because 2 weeks ago, guess what? Kansas City was done. A week ago, they're done. Their offense is in shambles. They can't protect Mahomes. They can't throw the deep ball anymore. Their defense isn't the same. And then now all of a sudden they're back. 1 week. That's it. Yeah. 1 week and now they're back. So that's why I don't care about style points, because it's a week-to-week league. I don't care how you looked the week before. It just doesn't matter to me right now. The Broncos just need a win so bad that style points, I don't care this week at all.
Had Kansas City won that game 17-13 and Lamar left late in the game with a hamstring injury, are people talking about the Chiefs this morning like they're talking nationally about the Chiefs? Of course not.
No.
Stoke. Why are they talking about them? Because they won with style points. Because their offense went out and opened up a can, as Mark said. That's why with the Broncos, just simply getting a win for win's sake.
But Mike, it doesn't matter because if the Broncos go out there and or the Chiefs go out there and lose next week, now the talk's going to be, they stink again. So it doesn't matter how style points. I really don't care.
So tell me on this schedule right here, and I want you to answer this question. At what point on this schedule?
Okay.
At what point during this schedule?
Why are you getting so angry at me?
I'm getting, because you're frustrating me. At what point will style points matter?
Do you need a hug?
I want
Mark,
your
give
answer.
Him a hug.
No, he's bleeding. What's next?
We'll Will Vance Joseph's defense take advantage of a backup quarterback? Will Sean Payton find a rhythm on offense? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Synergetics and Low T Center, the original MVPs of testosterone replacement guys. They have been changing lives of men across this country for well over a decade. Since starting, a lot of players have come in and entered the field, but Synergetics and Low T Centers, they are the pros, providing you with the most medically driven, results-focused, and winning approach to restoring the quality of patients' lives through hormone care. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're feeling tired, grumpy, you just don't have the energy you used to have, you're not feeling like going to the gym, you're not making any gains, maybe losing muscle mass, getting chubby. Hey, listen, man, it could all be signs of low testosterone. Synergetics and Low T Center can change your life. And I'm telling you what, you just go in, you take a simple test, you're going to have results back there on the spot, and you can get started to make sure you recapture your youth, you recapture that energy, you recapture everything that just seems to be missing right now. So check them out online, book an appointment today at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com. You're going to be wishing you did it sooner. Check them out, Synergetics and Low T Center at trtmvp.com.
Peanut butter and jelly, music and dancing, salt and pepper. At Excel Energy, we believe some things just work better together. Like a heat pump, the 2-in-1 unit that can both cool and heat your home. And better yet, it does so using energy more efficiently than a traditional HVAC system. Better yet, you can also save money on a heat pump with rebates at excelenergy.com/heat pumps. Cooling, heating, and savings. That's a lot to get pumped about. All in one package.
This is Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Hall of Famer. I learned early in my career that winning takes teamwork. And in banking, that means choosing a partner that has your back. That's why I trust Colorado Credit Union, a local financial institution that has spent more than 50 years investing in our community and helping families build a strong financial future. To learn more, visit ccu.org or stop by any branch. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Equal housing opportunity.
Kwiat Diamonds, a legacy of brilliance since 1907.
We're proud at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood to have been chosen as Colorado's exclusive Kwiat diamond jeweler.
From Kwiat's Mine to Shine diamond, the natural diamond cut, polished, and designed just for you.
To Kwiat's red carpet collections of designer jewelry, including American Beauty, Lyric, and Kwiat Star. They're all here.
Kwiat diamond rings and diamond studs, Kwiat diamond bracelets, and Riviera necklaces have long been the toast of Fifth Avenue.
Because Kwiat's whiter, brighter, and larger looking diamonds cut to the world's highest standards.
I'm Dylan Williams. Shayna and I invite you to come experience the breathtaking beauty of Kwiat diamond jewelry for yourself.
Or the one you love.
For the American beauty in your life.
At Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, Colorado's exclusive Kwiat jeweler.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
This isn't a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event, the Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be a part of a legacy that never stops. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan brought to you by Flanagan Law.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors.
Candy shaming. I don't know how anybody can eat that. Black licorice? Ugh. 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 Gross.
Fact checking.
I think we have another candidate for the Mike Evans big board of BS.
No way.
In the spirit of giving.
Mike is getting an almost new but slightly used snowblower.
Oh, is that his compensation, Mark?
No, that's just out of the goodness of my heart, Stoke.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, somebody told me you had a boyfriend.
So we left our conversation at the idea of at what point do style points matter for the Broncos and how they go out, not only win the game, but how does it look, especially from the offensive side of things. And I'm getting plenty of people on the RamosLaw.com text line like this one. Mike, style points don't matter. At the end of the season, when you look at the win-loss record, nobody's going to remember how big or little the victory or loss was by. I'm sorry. I just completely disagree with that. It wasn't that long ago we lived through and enjoyed the Peyton Manning era, ably assisted by one Brandon Stokley. And you as a Bronco fan could wake up every morning with a blissful smile on your face because you knew you were getting ready to watch an offense that was going to put up 30-plus. Don't tell me when those Bronco teams of Peyton Manning, ably assisted by Brandon Stokley, were just rolling teams offensively, you didn't feel like style points didn't matter then. Hogwash. So, yes, at some point, style points, how you look offensively does matter. And, Stoke, my question to you is, you say you don't need to see it tonight. Then I got to ask you, when do you need to see it? Show me here on this schedule when you got to start seeing this offense and this quarterback and this play caller look like, a real force.
I don't need to see it at all.
At all?
No, I don't need
all
style
this year?
points. Nope, I don't. No game. I don't care because this team is built to win defensively. I just need to see a competent offense. I don't need to see an offense that's going out there scoring 30-something points, style points, for me to feel good about it. I want to see this team win close football games. I want to see this team close out games like they haven't been able to do the last 2 weeks. That, to me, is the makeup of a really good football team, when you can finish games off. And so I think this team is built to win defensively, not offensively. As long as the defense is playing well and you can win football games right now, you can be fine. Just get into the playoffs, right? And then don't hurt yourself offensively. Play great defense. That's a model to make a great run in the playoffs. So I don't care about style points at all offensively.
It's kind of style, though, right? I mean, to say, hey, we can close out when we have to close out. We can make a critical moment play, and in a critical moment, we can make a play that's going to get us a first down or going to get us an opportunity or get us a stop. Like, that's kind of you're saying that's your style. I just would feel a lot more confident and feel a lot better about this team if the offensive woes were corrected. And I'm assuming if you correct the offensive woes that we have had, you hit those 3 deep balls, you do the things, you don't throw an interception of the red zone like you did at Indianapolis, we would feel a hell of a lot better about what this team looks like going forward. And so you call it style points, call it whatever you want. I call it execution. If this team executes, I think they will score 30. I think they're good enough to do that. They just haven't executed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about style points, right? But if you can close games out offensively and this defense be who we thought they were going to be, that's the recipe right there. Mark's talking about, hey, being able to close things out offensively or defensively. Either way, right? If you need to run the clock out, all of a sudden you make those plays in crunch time. That's what I want to see more so than going out there scoring 35 points, because I don't think this offense is built that way. I just don't. I don't see, I don't see a top-notch running game, and I don't see a top-notch passing game where you're going to go out there and just be able to score 30 points a game.
But you do realize that at some point that's going to have to matter, because you have to believe that you have the kind of quarterback and the offensive-minded head coach that were together, they can go out and be real dominant as an offense. You can't, in a conference, in a division that has the likes of Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and Josh Allen and a healthy Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, you can't expect it to be sustainable, Stoke, where you're just going to kind of go out and just win ugly every single week. At some point, you got to announce to the NFL, we got a quarterback and we got an offense that can go toe-to-toe with the high-powered offenses and quarterbacks in this division and in this conference. At some point, it's going to matter. What I'm hearing then from you is not this year, though.
Well, yeah, so are you talking about this year? Or are you talking about next year? I mean, like you
Well, are we trying to be a playoff contender this year? Are we trying to get into the playoffs and do something? I think in order to do that, then at some point your offense and your quarterback's going to have to go out and lay a open up a can on some people.
I think you're going to see that at some point, but I don't think consistently you're going to see that, and that's okay. That's okay. There's different recipes to win football games in the NFL, and I don't think the Broncos' recipe right now is to outscore people, outgun them. Nope. You're going to have to do the right things, take care of the football, and then when the plays present itself, you got to take advantage of them, and you got to play great defense. You got to do all the little things, and that's a recipe to be successful in the NFL. Don't give games away. Don't lose football games by doing dumb things. When they don't blow coverages, don't have dumb penalties, do the little things. And if they do that, that is a recipe to be successful in the NFL.
So Stink, he says at some point, but okay, I look at a Bengals team that was 25th in total defense last year. They were 26th in points per game allowed last year, and this year they're allowing 30 points per game. What a perfect time. At some point, why can't at some point be tonight?
Yeah, no, I mean, some point should be tonight.
When is it going to be more attractive to go out and be able to do that?
Well, I mean, it shouldn't be. Like, at this point, you've got to go out there, you've got to create turnovers, give your offense some short fields. But to Stokes' point, when you get those short fields, when you get those turnovers, you've got to capitalize. You can't settle for field goals. You can't turn the ball back over. You can't take a sack. You can't give up, a penalty and then put yourself, behind the chains. So, yeah, if you do those things, that's how you win football games. And if you do those things consistently, all of a sudden you'll hang 30 points on somebody. But, like, I would feel a lot more confident if this offense came out and was just stroking.
But okay, so I would too. But then you know what we're going to say? Oh, well, they can do that against Cincy. Their defense stinks. They stink. They stink defense. They do. I mean, they were terrible last year.
That should be your expectation then. They should, tonight, the expectation then should be they should go out there as an offense and roll. If the Cincinnati Bengals stink so much, they should go out there and roll, right?
I hope they play, yes. I mean, I hope they play a good, complete game offensively. But if they don't, I'm like, all right. I mean, I just think there's going to be we're going to come in here and say, well, that's what they should have done.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how I can feel great about them if they go out there and do it against a bad defense. I want to see them do it against a good defense.
Yeah, but first, let's see them take advantage of a bad defense first.
Like
all
walk
right?
before you run, that type of thing?
All right, hey, you're giving me a layup? Fine, I'll take it. Let's knock that out of the ballpark tonight and go out and light up a bad defense. Do that first. Get us feeling good about, okay, we know they can light up a bad defense. Now let's go and tackle better defenses. But after these first 3 games, hey, man, I don't care about the quality of the opponent. Just go out and show that this offense can be dominant. That's
I know
all.
it's still early in the season, so for me, I don't have to see this offense.
Still early. When's it going to get late for you?
Well, I'll tell you. Let me call Yogi. Yogi will tell me when it's going to get late. No, I think, just win early on. Just find a way to get it done. Survive in advance. That's the mindset I'm in right now with this team and this offense. And as the season goes on, hopefully you find your groove. But right now, I just want to get victories. And real quick, you look at Cincy. I mean, they got a gauntlet coming up. They playing here. Then they got the Lions at home. Then they're on the road with the Packers. And then they got the Steelers. So you look, without Joe Burrow, I mean, they could be in big trouble. Hopefully the Broncos started off their demise tonight.
All right, coming up next, we got to. We didn't do our fantasy teams.
No,
we got to do our fantasy teams.
We bet last week too.
Well, we'll find out
we bet breakfast.
Did we?
Ty, Johnny? Yes, we did.
We did.
That's what we're going to start doing for fantasy.
Fine. Well, we'll find out what happened last week.
That's this Friday.
That's this Friday.
Yes,
this Friday.
I like it warm at 8 o'clock. I don't want it at 6:10.
Well, we'll find out who's doing the ordering. And we'll put together our teams with you getting to consult.
Oh, right.
All right. Mark checking in from the peanut gallery.
The first time I helped, the first time I helped, you crushed Stokley, correct? Because I helped you. Week 1.
So do you have to pitch in for breakfast? If you're a team?
Well, I just was his consultant.
Well, we'll find out what happened last week.
I already gave him my snowblower. What am I doing when it starts snowing?
That's next.
Expired.
How should the Broncos attack the Bengals on offense?
Let's look good as a team collectively, and let's give J.K. Dobbins 22 carries. Let's give R.J. Harvey 10 carries and see what this number can look like rushing the football. Because of who the opponent is and what J.K. has shown, you give that dude the ball 20 times, you give R.J. a chance to rush it 10 times, I think this Broncos team could put 200-plus yards on the Bengals' heads.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my buddy Troy Hansford, and talking to him about the housing market and how the housing market has gone right now. Tons of inventory out there, prices declining. People haven't seen that in well over several years. It was so hot last summer. This housing market was crazy, and prices declining right now. But if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now's still the time to sell it with my buddy Troy and get top dollar. Believe it or not, he's still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you can't sell your house at your price on your timeline, he's going to cut you a check for $5,000. He makes the offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families that are approved and ready to buy right now. If you have a house, Troy probably has the perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up that phone and to call him at 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash and he can close in as little as 7 days. Have a house to sell? Call my buddy Troy and get the most money. 720-900-4433. That's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of Remax Professionals, Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy. 720-900-4433.
You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill. But those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
This is Rob Wilhite of the Wilhite Law Firm. If you've been injured in an accident, you want Wilhite. Colorado drivers know that when they're hit, we hit back harder. Get your free case review right now. Just call 303-GOOD-LAW today or visit WilhiteWins.com and win big with Wilhite.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Roller Auctions.
It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Subtle intimidation.
Had to give Ty the look.
You did. I was
gave
wondering.
Ty a little bit of a like.
I was wondering what you were doing.
There's a little quizzical look.
Skill debating.
You didn't think I was going to flip it on your head like this. See how I
you're
did
coming
that?
back at me. I
Right.
like this.
You
This is
regret
good.
this now.
And plenty of pet peeves.
Put your phone in your pocket and you never go back and get it.
It is a source of so much frustration for Mark. It drives him crazy.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
He's going the distance.
All right. We didn't do this on Friday. By the way, how did we do on our Johnny Fever? Bring you in here. How did we all do on our Survivor picks on Friday? Do you have that handy? I'm sorry, I threw that at you.
I know the teams that you picked, but I didn't look through the schedule. But I think, just a quick glance, I think everybody got a W.
Yeah, who'd you have?
I think I picked the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I had Detroit.
You had the Patriots, Stoke.
Oh, you had the Patriots. Good call.
Oh,
yeah, you did.
Okay.
And then Mike had the Lions. Stinking. Ty had the Texans. I had the Bills.
All right, so we all got wins.
All right. Sounds good.
How'd we do in fantasy last week?
All right, so Mike, last week you had Bo Nix, J.K. Dobbins, Troy Franklin, Keenan Allen in the Broncos defense. Stoke, you had Justin Herbert, Omarion Hamden, Ladd McConkey, Cortland Sutton, and Cameron Dicker. And
This will be close.
you would think so. I put the spread at -10.5, even I thought that was a little high. In a 24-point loss, Mike, you will be buying breakfast for us on Friday.
I lost by 24?
59 to 83.
Damn. Wow.
Stoke put up 83?
Omarion Hamden at 25 points.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Johnny,
Why can't we get running backs like that? Oh, we
when I
could've.
consulted for Mike, the week 1, that's the one he won, right?
Yeah, that was week 2, and
Week
that was
2?
the week he won. Mhm.
The week he won.
Okay.
Mike is
Well,
really,
that's breakfast
Mike is really
Friday.
bad
I'm
at
happy.
This.
All right,
How
Friday
is he
breakfast.
this bad at this?
Well, can you help me out this week?
Well, you
Stoke?
tell I'm driving in. You're telling me, hey, if the Broncos would have hired me as a GM 10 years ago, we'd be.
Did you hear him say
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
But you can't even make your own picks.
Right, and
Wow.
if you can't pick your fantasy team and win, how are you going to be the GM of the
This
Broncos?
isn't the team I put together, though. Okay, I didn't get to shop for the groceries. You know, I'm forced to pick. I'm supposed to.
You had the
shop.
first pick. You got to have everything organized.
And you just refuse to take. You refuse to take Justin Herbert because you're like James Merrill. You just want him to fail.
Well, Herbert wasn't the reason I lost.
No,
at all. It was Hampton. So,
Okay.
all right. So this week we go into tonight's game. You get to consult me if you'd like.
Okay.
I could use the help.
Mhm.
So we'll go with tonight. You, since Stoke, you won last week. You get to go first. So who are you going to take? You got a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, flex, or tight end, whatever, flex, whatever you want to do, and then defense, special teams.
Well, I'm gonna go with the best athlete on the field, the best player on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a question about it, and that's Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Do you like that pick, Mark? As a consultant, would you have guided your client towards Jamar Chase if y'all had the number 1 overall pick?
No, I would have taken the quarterback.
Okay.
I would have taken Bo.
Okay, well then there you go.
Well,
you got
then
Bo.
there's my pick.
There's your pick.
I'm
Bo.
going to take my.
I was
Mark
thinking about
Schlereth.
taking Bo, but I think
Influence.
Jake is going to play a little bit better today. And then if I have the Jake Browning, Jamar, I'm all in on
stacking.
I'm stacking.
Okay.
Stacking, but I don't have to pick that right now. Now I could go.
You can go anywhere.
With got a
Board's
lot of
wide
options.
open. Board's wide open.
Got,
for
I
you.
mean, a lot of options here. But I think the right play here is the running back position. And I think y'all know where I'm going with this. And you might be kicking yourself a little bit for not taking this guy. I'm going with J.K. Dobbins.
Ooh, that one kind of surprised me
Why?
a little bit.
Why did it surprise you, Mike?
Just because you're
Do
clearly.
you want me to take Samaje Perine?
Well, no, they
for
got
for
who's
Cincy?
the other guy? They got what's his name?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly.
He's a
My
good running
point.
back. No, he's a good running
Okay,
back.
well,
Chase Brown.
Oh yeah, he's a great. He had 10 carries for 3 yards last week.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Is
That's
that
not
not bad?
Take that for.
All right,
I
so
don't
you're
know.
gonna
I
go-
don't know your standard, Mike, but I don't consider that a good running back.
All right, fair
And he had a 4-yard long. So
Fair enough. Fair
how'd
enough.
those other 9 go?
Boy, that's explosive.
But no, you didn't know his name, and he's a great running back. They got a great running game over there.
All right, you're going with Dobbins.
Yeah.
All right, so Stink. I now have my choice. Do I want to start stacking with Bo?
Yes.
I got to go with Cortland, right?
But who do you stack with?
Yes, Cortland or Troy Franklin.
If last week was any indication, Bo right now only has eyes for Court, which, by the way, is something else probably we need to talk about. He may like to diversify the offense.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with Sutton. We okay?
Yeah,
Sutton?
I'm good with Sutton.
All right. We're going to go with Sutton. All right. Stoke, your turn. You need a quarterback, flex.
Yeah, I'm not
and,
taking a quarterback right now.
defense
so
or special teams.
It's flex. You went with Cortland? Sorry.
Yeah.
I got
Pay attention.
sidetracked.
You're thinking about taking Chase Brown, I can tell.
I'm going to leave him for you. You got him. You got him. And now he'll probably come back to bite me here.
Right.
But he's all yours if you want him. You know, I got different options here. Do I go with T. Higgins? Do I go with Troy Franklin? I just don't know the play time for Troy Franklin because, you know, Cortland, you know he's going to be in the lineup 99% of the time. Troy is in and out. You'll see some Pat Bryant. We see Marvin Mims. But since his passing game was so terrible, do I stack here with T. Higgins? I'm going to go with –
Okay, we don't have all day.
Settle down. I'm going to go with T. Higgins. Mark, what do you think I should have done there?
That sounded like a little
disagreement. No. I just am like, yeah, I don't mind that pick. I still think I don't know where you're at there, Mike. I don't know where you're at, but I think you need another Bronco receiver. I think it's going to be a big offensive output. I think you need in your flex. I think you need Franklin.
No. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
All right, good.
Sorry, Mr. Consultant. I respect your opinion. I value your opinion, but you are not the boss of me. Wow. So I'm going to take, I believe this Broncos defense is going to bounce back. Come on. It's Jake Browning. We saw it last week. Minnesota feasted on this quarterback. I'm going to count on the Broncos doing the same thing. I'm going to take the Broncos D here.
Hello, James. That's actually a good pick. You probably.
Oh,
it's actually a good pick.
Wow,
that just made my day.
Yeah, I was thinking about going with them also, right. But special. I'm going to go with Will Lutz.
Yeah. See, I would have gone Franklin, and then I would have figured that Stokley would have taken.
Yeah.
The defense, and then I'd come back with Will Lutz.
Okay.
But that's okay.
I am completely free now.
You can take Franklin.
I can take Franklin. I can take Mims, questionable with a hip. I could take Evan Ingram.
Ooh.
You think they're going to feed him?
Do you believe?
Come on now. If
you
ever,
called it.
Right? I mean, I've been saying it since Friday. This is the stage for Evan Ingram. I'm
take it with your chest. With your chest.
Boom, right here. Evan Ingram, baby.
All right, good pick. I mean, you called it. You might as well back it up.
I'm going to back it up.
I got to go with
speak it into existence.
Jake Browning.
You're going with Jake.
Oof.
And then that leaves me with
a running back.
Chase Brown or
R.J. Harvey. Yeah, I'll go R.J. Harvey. He catches the ball. I think they're going to shut Chase Brown down.
In this case, I'm going to listen to my consultant.
Okay.
I'm going to listen to my sensei.
Okay.
And this will be this will be
I'm gonna go with RJ.
The starter for me. I go with the starter, and you go with the backup, and it cost me.
All right, so
that's when you're running cold.
So yes, so just so we're reminded. But now Friday, we had I have to owe you breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But the Broncos playing tonight. I mean, whoever wins this game, breakfast has got to also be paid off this week, right? Because it can't be next week because we got next week Sunday's game that we're going to be doing. So it's this week. So we got to do Thursday and Friday. I could be on the hook
we'll do the
or Monday
following Friday.
No, because then we got the Philly game this Sunday. And we'll be doing this all over again.
We'll discuss
on Friday.
it. We'll discuss.
We'll discuss. Okay.
We'll discuss.
I mean, if I lose again, I will bring breakfast.
I don't want
2
breakfast
days.
Thursday, Friday. I can't do that.
A little bloated.
I like to treat one day, but if I do two, then it's not a treat anymore.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
Okay? So
it's science.
Or we could
what
do.
if you back go Wednesday, Friday?
Or Friday,
Monday,
and then whoever wins fantasy for Broncos Philly is the following Friday. Then we're back on schedule.
We can discuss.
Oh, we'll discuss. Okay. Predictions for tonight coming up next.
Will Bo Nix get back on track against the Bengals? Will Nick Benito shine bright again in primetime? Zach By and Philip Lindsay will break it all down in a special Monday night edition of the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station, presented by Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Some things in life should never be trial and error, like do-it-yourself dentistry or messing with your home's electrical wiring. That's where Piper Electric comes in. They've been powering homes with expert electrical service since 1983. From simple fixes to commercial and industrial work. Need an EV charger? They'll plug you in without the sparks. Right now, get $50 off your next service. Call 303-422-9219 before you DIY yourself back into the dark ages. Piper Electric. Leave the electricity to the experts.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
It's back! Football is back, Broncos country, which means summer is almost over. And that means it's time for game days. Whether you're heading to Empower Field or traveling to Boulder to cheer on Coach Prime and the Buffs, you got to get there in style and on time. So let my friends at Hermes Worldwide handle the traffic and parking, and you handle the rest, which means have as much fun as possible and make as many memories as you can. So let Hermes Worldwide get you to and from the game safe. All you need to do is call Hermes Worldwide at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports to book your next ride today.
Looking to sell your used Rolex watch? We buy and sell pre-owned Rolex watches, all styles from old to new. Hi, I'm Scott Matthew with Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry. Bring in your Rolex watch and we will buy it on the spot. Matthews, located in Highlands Ranch, serving Colorado since 1951.
Meet Slate, the most personalizable, affordable pickup/SUV/whatever you want it to be. Learn more and reserve yours at slate.auto.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by TradeGen Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Football is back, and it's time for you to get in the game. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is here to help, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 bundle. Download the Denver Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a PS5 console, a 70-inch flat-screen TV, plus copies of Madden 26 and College Football 26. Don't wait. Download the Denver Sports app now. 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Self-defense lessons.
I tased him.
Taser always works.
That's right.
Southern charm.
Look at the boys.
Yeah, with some classic impressions.
He put his pitchfork down, he grabbed his sledgehammer, and he said, "Hey, you want some of this?"
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Hey, before we get to the Broncos prediction for tonight, I kind of want to empty out my my notebook here from stuff that happened over the weekend.
Well, I got to ask a question then empty. But, I mean, are we done with ties in the NFL? Like, what are we doing? Should we make it a little bit longer? It's only 10-minute overtime. It happens once or twice a year, maybe, at the most where you have a tie. Am I overreacting to that? I just hate to see.
The safety of the players, Stoke, the safety. We don't want them out there too long.
It's only 5 more minutes. Make it 15 minutes.
We should just consult with the NHL and come up with some hokey shootout rule.
Oh.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Talk to hockey and soccer people.
And then you get like a half a point for an overtime win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a little extra. You get a little extra sugar.
How about like a field goal kick?
And even if you lose, you still get like a half a point. It's like the Ryder Cup.
How about we do?
You don't even have to show up and you get a half a point.
Right.
My neck.
Ow! Slept funny.
How
Give
about
me half a point?
How about we turn it into a combine events skill? So you get your fastest 40 guy versus our fastest
like
40 guy.
Underwear
your
Olympics.
best, your best bench presser against our best.
Bring
bench
out the
presser.
bench press.
I like that.
Roll it out there.
I like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, all right. So you're dead set
Did
against.
it bother you at all that it ended in a tie?
No, 'cause
I want someone to look a little miserable.
It just happens so infrequently. I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot. Mark?
It doesn't. I don't like the tie.
I don't even like the possibility.
No,
I don't know.
Let's be men and let's finish it.
Okay, I got an idea. Then we go to 2-point conversions. If it ends in a tie, then we go to a 2-point conversion. Kind of like they do in
that'll
college.
make the analytics people happy. They can't wait for 2-point conversions
just have
because
a
they think you have
2-point
unlimited 2-point conversion
just
plays.
have a 2-point
back and
conversion contest.
Yeah.
Like
Something-
it, like a shootout, but just a two. Like
What
a
about
hockey
the
shootout,
college
but just-
rule where you get it at the 25?
But that's
no,
not real
that's a little bit
football.
too much.
At least
then.
they play real football in overtime.
What the hell's the
For 10
difference
minutes.
between that and 2-point conversion? Like, that's not real football.
Well, no,
What-
but that'd be at the end of 10 minutes of real football.
I
in
understand.
overtime.
I understand that, but that's
No,
what
it's a
I'm
bad
saying.
idea, Mark.
That's what I'm saying.
It's bad-
At the end of 10 minutes, then we go to the 25.
No.
Each team.
Bad idea.
Can you score a touchdown? Do you kick a field goal?
Yeah, we could be out there for a long
Right.
time then.
We don't want to do that. No,
You
2-point
said we're
plays.
going to play in this.
Then we have 6-7 overtimes.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah, I think you're reaching there.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you just.
What do you
flip
have, Mike?
over.
What else?
you
else?
offensive linemen would not hold up for that long. That amount of.
We're the
extra
only
football.
ones that would hold up. We don't do anything. We just stand around and look fat.
It was back in. Was it really that long ago, Mark? February, March. Those halcyon days when Brandon Stokley was asking and really suggesting, really ordering all of us to jump on the Rockies train to the Golden Age.
Seriously.
Yeah.
The
What are we
train,
doing?
hop on the train, boys. It's-
Hey, once
leaving the
it
station.
leaves the station, you can't get
You
on.
can't get back on,
Yeah, I remember
you know?
that. I remember that.
I don't.
Stoke
is
was
that,
like,
is that the,
you know,
quite the words that
I think it
Stoke
was
like,
exact.
you
I think it was
don't-
exactly what
Don't
you
try
said.
to do any of this hobo stuff and jump on the train midway.
That's right.
You got to jump on now. 119 losses later.
Oh, wow.
119 losses later. It all mercifully ended yesterday. And in the process, they had a run differential of minus 424. That sets a modern-day Major League record. The next closest team to run differential, the Washington Nationals at 212. The Rockies
that for data.
literally doubled the second worst team behind them in run differential. So, with that as the backdrop, I must ask the question, and I'll start with Dick Monfort's biggest fan and friend, Stoke. What do you think Dick Monfort will do about this worst season in franchise history? Are we looking at massive changes or do nothing?
We are looking at massive changes. I think Dick has had to have enough of this. I mean, this is ridiculous. If you don't make massive changes after 119 losses, how do the fans get on board with anything that you're doing? How do people pay to show up and watch Rockies baseball? Seriously, how would you pay and justify it? It's not worth your time. If they're not going to commit to try to do something different after 119 losses, historically bad season, then I just think that's just telling the fans we don't even care. We really don't care. So I think you have to go about massive changes within the organization. I really do, and I think he will.
Hey, we've developed some young guys. We're really excited about some of the guys we have coming up through the ranks in the minor leagues. We're going to get a healthy Chris Bryant back.
Oh, stop.
I really pay attention to his back.
Wow.
Really thanks.
Strengthen his core. He's going to do a lot of core work.
Like a lot of core work. It's just like,
A lot
hey,
of
man.
crunches. A lot of
Yeah,
crunches.
yeah. We're going to, we're going
Mark,
to put
you have a back place.
Yeah.
Send him over there.
I'm telling you what, we can get him fixed up. Let's go. Let's go. I think there'll be a lot of lip service. I don't think there will be massive changes.
Like manager and GM, Mike, really?
They're both back.
Oh.
even the interim guy, Warren Schaefer, he put a positive spin on things. Youthful, energetic guy, yoked. I mean, I think he's going to be a good.
I want
loyal
an out of
company
shape
man.
fat manager.
I would too.
That's who I want.
Yes,
that guy's spending less time in the gym and he's watching more film.
I agree. I agree. But
give me the fat guy.
Stoke, I'd love to think that if the Rockies did nothing, the fans would say that's enough. But the previous 2 years, they lost 103 and 101 games, and they still came out. I think, Johnny, you told me on Friday, what were they in attendance? 15th in Major League Baseball attendance?
Might have even been as high as 13th.
Okay. So they were in the top half of attendance in baseball despite losing 119 games. Don't worry. Dick knows.
That's tickets sold, though.
Fans will still
that
come
ain't
out.
people showing
He's
up.
He's not gonna change. All right, time for our predictions.
Prediction? Yes, prediction. Pain.
Well, Stoke, I'll give you credit. You went on throughout the entire show today saying that you weren't interested in style points, and they did not have to go out and look awesome on offense. And you backed that up by basically putting together a fantasy team made up entirely of Bengals. So
I got J.K. Dobbins and Will Lutz.
You did kind of stick to your word there. So there you go. So how do you see it tonight?
Well, I see the Broncos getting back on track and playing a complete football game and going out there and dominating Cincy. So the style points that you and Mark wanted, I think you get that tonight. I got the Broncos winning this one 27-13.
Snake?
Last time I did this, last time I was on the show, it was the Charger game, right, where I said it was 23-20.
You got that one right.
I got that one right.
Who
So let's see if
cares?
we go 2 for 2. I'm going to say Broncos 41.
41 points.
41.
Wow.
The Bengals 16.
Wow. 41-16 from your lips to the football gods. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle between you two. I'm going to go Broncos. I need to see it. I need to see the offense start to explode. 35-17. All right, so we all like the Broncos. All like the Broncos by 14 points or more tonight.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I love it.
I think we'd all be excited about that. I'll be excited about a win. The Broncos got to get to 2-2. Got to. You could be really playing catch up and probably out of the mix, really out of the mix if you don't win tonight. You got to take care of business tonight. It's an important game, huge game.
Yeah, you'd be not only 1-3, but you'd be 1-3 in the conference, right? Yeah, 1-3 in the conference. You'd be 1-3 in the conference. So you start talking
0-1 in your division.
0-1 in the division.
Chiefs are getting hot.
It's not like one of those 3 losses would be to some NFC team that doesn't really impact you. You'd have 3 conference losses already.
Yeah, not good.
So
must win.
Must win. All right.
Playoff time. If you want to make the playoffs, I think the more we talk about this, the Broncos, and you got the Eagles next week. The Broncos have to win this football game to have any chance at making the playoffs.
Yeah, because if you don't win this game, if minimum for 10 wins to the playoffs, you're looking at having to go 9-4.
What did they start?
The
What
rest
did they
of the
start
way.
last year?
0-2, and then they went 2-2.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's 2-2. We'll be okay.
Yeah, you'd be right back on.
Be fine.
Right
pace.
back in track.
Yep.
We're on track.
Back on track. Breakfast Club.
Yeah. No.
Really?
I thought you knew everything about 80s music.
Well,
Breakfast Club singing Back on Track. Am I right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
What?
Am I right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost.
Maybe if you would listen to the song 4 or 5 more times.
Oh, my gosh, with 10 seconds left. Holy cow. Mike. Wow.
Historic.
Put me like the Rockies.
Put me up on your shoulders and carry me off. That's a walk-off. Dover and Cecil coming up next.
Love you.
Will Vance Joseph's defense take advantage of a backup quarterback? Will Sean Payton find a rhythm on offense? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, Brandon Stokley here from my friends at Cajun Wealth. Quick question. Do you have an old 401k from a previous job just sitting idle? If so, you're not alone. Many people leave those accounts untouched, unaware they might be dealing with higher fees, limited investment choices, or missing out on stronger growth potential. I know I've run into that problem where I just kind of forget about it. Put it on the back burner. Life goes on. Don't be like me. My friends at Cajun Wealth, they can help you out. Their fiduciary advisors are here to help you take charge of your financial future. They'll guide you through your options, assist with rolling over that old 401k, and show you how to make those funds work harder for you. It's your future. Don't let it coast on autopilot. Cajun Wealth is family-owned, veteran-led firm built on trust. Their advisors bring decades of experience and a teacher's mindset, so you always get clear, honest advice. You can visit them in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, or Loveland, or you can meet virtually from the comfort of your home. Call 720-405-3300. That's 720-405-3300. Or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or play. Stop, opt out. Terms and conditions apply to the earnings promotion.
Do you have caregiving experience as a parent, teacher, nanny, coach, or in another similar role? Hop Skip Drive is looking for experienced caregivers who want to help students in their community by driving them to and from school. Earn up to $50 per ride with Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion, all while helping your community. If you have your own vehicle that is no more than 10 years old, a clean driving record, and at least 5 years of caregiving experience, you could become a Hop Skip Drive care driver. Just text STUDENT to 323232 to get started right now. Hop Skip Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text STUDENT